All right, you guys, we are back live right now. I have no idea what's going on with my computer right now and OBS. So I apologize if this is only live for a couple minutes and then it stops. We're going to keep trying to push through it and go. If it doesn't work this time, we're probably going to have to kind of take it down for the day and just figure out what's going on. I'm just messing around with some stuff and got it to go back live, but dude, my OBS is being weird. My capture card's being weird. My computer's being weird. I'm not sure what was going on. So I apologize, guys. I'm really sorry about that. I don't know what was... I'm not sure what was happening right there. But we're back. We're back live right now. Smiley, what's going on, man? How are you doing? Yeah, it didn't stay live for long, though. I'm not sure what happened. My computer just like started restarting on its own. And then it said my capture card wasn't even found. But I'm like, I mean, my Xbox is plugged in through the capture card, so if it wasn't playing the game, it would have, it was still showing the game up on the screen. So, dude, I have no idea. That was weird. Sorry, guys. Strange. It was a little bit of a fail there, man. Sorry. I don't know what was. I'm just kind of hanging around, hang tight for a second to make sure everything's working. But yeah, we got 26 days left until MLB The Show 23, until early access for it. I'm going to be playing and grinding through some more P5's here and getting this stuff done. Man, that was scary. I was getting pissed. Like, I don't know what was going on with everything. But it's working right now, so I guess that's all we can say. Very strange, man. Very strange. Schnatz, what's going on, man? Just landed in Florida. About to go watch Trey Turner lead off for the Phillies for the first time. Oh, very cool, man. Very cool. Well, hope you enjoy yourself, man. Hope you enjoy yourself. I myself have been out to Florida one time for spring training. I went out there when my stepdad was with the Rays. I went out there. And my mom took me over to, God, where were they playing? The Rangers were playing the Pirates, wherever the hell they played. I think it was at the Pirates facility. Back when the Rangers used to be out in Florida. Now they're in Arizona. But this was a long time ago. And yeah, so I got to go to spring training like one time. I got to go to a bunch of Rays games, obviously, too. But pretty cool, man. Well, it looks like we've made it maybe a little bit live a little longer than it lasted last time. So hopefully it's working, man. I don't know what was going on. And then all of a sudden, when I'm trying to connect my OBS to YouTube, it was showing me it wasn't connected or something. I have no idea what's going on, man. There's some weird stuff going on in here. But we got it, man. We got it. So you guys do me a favor, as always, man. Make sure to smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel. We're on the road to 15K, man. We're less than 100 away, so you guys make sure to do that for me. I appreciate it. If you guys also want access throughout the year through 23, and this is what we do, and we've done it the last 2 years. We've probably had over 300, well, it's probably over 400 people take advantage of it the last couple of years, man, and that's great. I love helping you guys out doing this. You guys can join the channel below by clicking the join button. You can become a member on the channel. You'll get access to emotes, all that stuff too, and the member badges. But you'll also get exclusive access to a playlist that only members get access to. I teach you how to make stubs, how to get all the cards in the game for free every year, no money spent. You can build a full-on God Squad, get every card you possibly want. Never spend a dime in the game. Never have to worry about even buying packs if you don't want to, man. Unless you want. You probably have leftover stubs like I've got here after you get every card, so you can go ahead and do it if you like. But that'll be completely up to you. But you guys can click that join button below or the link in the chat, all that stuff, man. So pretty cool stuff. Yeti, what's going on, man? Gonna be the longest 26 days until I know, right? I need to come faster, I'm telling you. Zane, what's going on, man? Haven't been in the streams in a little bit, but I see that you've grown a good amount. I appreciate it, man. Keep up the good work. Thanks, man. That's all good, man. You're here now. That's all that matters. I appreciate it, brother. Yeah, we've last year we more than doubled the growth on the channel, so pretty cool stuff. Mario, what's going on, man? Noah, what's up? Dornbush, what's going on? Sorry, guys. Yeah, it was weird, man. I tried to get going, and it just it crapped out on me. I was live, and then all of a sudden my computer just said it has to restart. Something happened, and it had to restart. I was like, okay. I tell you what's been bugging me. My cat keeps getting up here on my desk at night, like walking around and hitting keys and doing shit up here. I have no idea what he's doing, but he fucked with something, I think, last night, or it did something to it. So we're going to try to avoid that happening. I don't know what I'm going to do, man. Put some tinfoil up here or something. I know cats won't touch tinfoil. Like, I don't know. I have no idea what to do, man. I got to keep him out of here, out of this, because he's going to mess up stuff. So I have no idea what's going on. That's all I can assume, maybe, because I came up here this morning and I noticed like some keys had been hit on my keyboard or something. I'm like, watch him send me live in the middle of the night or something by accident. That'd be just my luck, man. Some crazy stuff like that would go down. But it looks like we might be good now, so we're going to pop back in here, and hopefully it goes and rolls together. I hope we're good. Making sure all my sounds and everything are on right now. I think everything's good. Sometimes when the computer restarts, it just gets a little crazy. You got Honus P4 this morning? Nice, man. Nice. Yeah, sorry to everybody that was in here a few minutes ago and that happened. I feel bad when that happens, man, because then when it restarts, I can't just go in the chat and tell you guys because the computer restarted, you know? So it's like I can't let you know immediately what happened. So I did put a message in there, but it was maybe some people had already left or the stream had already ended. So I don't know for sure if it was showing you the message or not. But we're good. We're back now, I guess. So we're gonna rock it, man, and go. I'm nervous though at the moment. I'm just waiting for my computer to shit on me right now. That's the worst part. I don't know what's going on. Gonna get a double here to start the game off with Lou Brock. Looking good. This is very strange. Very strange morning already. It's a good way to start the week, right? I was like, what? Don't tell me my computer crapped out like 26 days before the new game comes out, or my capture card crapped out before. I'm like, dude, it don't matter what happens. We'll find a way to get it done, so don't worry about that. But that's just make you a little nervous, right? It's not like it's a cheap fix. It's a little bit of an expensive fix if something goes wrong like that. So, but sorry to everybody for that. I just unexpected technical difficulties. The nuances of live TV, right? I guess. Here's Josh Bell. Come on. No wind. I don't know if it's going to have the distance. Yeah, that's gone. That's gone. Nice. Left Florida yesterday for vacation, did you? Nice, 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 yeah. Hope you had a good one too, man. I hope you had a good time. You guys doing just the spring training thing, or y'all doing the Disney thing or anything like that? I didn't know if you were. When I was a kid years ago, I went to Florida when I was much younger. I think I was like 12 or something. We went to Disney World and did all that stuff and did the I actually went to the Pepsi 400 too back then. We went to Daytona for the race that was in July, and we went to that. That was pretty cool. I had a lot of fun at that. I used to love going to NASCAR races, man, back in the day. Until it just got boring. As I got older, all I want to do during NASCAR is take a nap. It's like it just doesn't have the same thing to me right now. Oh, I'm not going to be able to swing. It's all good. Oh, my, Jesus, man. One of my magnetic paddles just kind of came off. That was weird. All right, 1-1 count. All right, we got a runner on first. I'm going to try to steal with him just because we'll get some more PXP. Oh, he's hosed, though. Yeah, it didn't work out very well. No, just vacation, nothing else. I got you. There we go. Nice. Posada getting it done, man. Making it 4-zip here in the first. We're busting bombs all day. Getting a bunch of PXP. These guys are getting close, man. All these guys on the squad are starting to move on up and get a little closer to getting P5. So we're going to probably get a bunch of them done here in the next week. I would assume. Within the next week, at least. It's like when I got over here to the new place, man, and we moved, I was like, all right, I just want to make sure my computer works and we get everything set up right and it's good. Got all that working. It was fine. And then I've had a couple little hiccups and stuff. I didn't know what was going on. The other day, like the stream froze. The screen froze for you guys. I tell you what had happened. What happened was my computer restarted on its own overnight for an update. And for some reason or whatever reason it was, maybe it was an Elgato update. But when I had the Elgato tried to go 1440p, and I'm like, no. It's only going to stream at 1080. It's a 4K capture card, but it's only going to stream at the 1080. You can't put it on 1440. And it wouldn't work. And I was like, I don't know what's going on, man. This is weird. So I got that fixed. I switched that, and we came back live. It was okay. And then, yeah, this one, man, the computer just literally restarted. The fucked up part was when it restarted, I came back, it opened back up again, and like seconds later, it restarted again. And I was like, no, what's going on, man? So I have no idea. It was some strange stuff, man. Strange stuff. You guys do me a favor, though, if you don't mind, hit that like button for me here on the stream. Maybe you guys did it on the other one, too. I appreciate it, man. But you guys make sure to do that for me. It actually helps people find us while we're out here streaming on YouTube. New people find us and helps grow the channel and all that. So I do appreciate it, man. All right, here we go. Chris Sale's got 2 gone here in the first. Chris Sale, I think, is 4 games away from getting P5. So we're going to try to bust him out today and knock him out today. I don't know if we'll get anybody else along the way or not, but we'll probably get some guys dangerously close if not. Oh my God, Devers. Whoo. Off the facade on the second deck right there. Nice shot. Here's Chris Sale. Maybe he can get some hits, help himself out a little bit in this game. Or just throughout the day in general. That's going to get caught, I think. Oh! Chris Bryant with the leaping catch. Well, it lets you do a replay of that. Not a natural replay. I don't know if it would. We'd have to just go out of the actual replay screen to do it, but that's okay. Not that bad. Now, if you guys missed, right at the beginning of the stream when we started it the first time, I mentioned something pretty cool that we found out yesterday, and I posted a short about it yesterday as well. So you guys check it out if you didn't. But people are wondering if you received an extended ban in MLB The Show 22, will your account be banned in 23? And the answer, I have confirmation, is no. No, your account will not be banned, man. You get to play. So you'll probably still be banned in 22 for whatever that ban is. But in 23, no, you will not. It's a fresh start, man. Fresh start, fresh game, new game, all that stuff. That's what I figured the case would be. Because how could you get banned on a game that you haven't even played yet or hasn't even out? But yeah, it's gonna be it's a fresh start, man. We got so Showzone tweeted something out about it yesterday. You guys know Showzone. If you don't, check them out. Download the app. It's a very helpful tool here for the market and for building squads and stuff too. Lots of other things too, man. But check them out for sure. And yeah. So and then I asked them where exactly did they hear that from? Because I wanted to make sure it was from developers. Not that I don't trust them, but still, I just want to make sure. And he said, yeah, one of their Discord people had reached out to one of the developers, and developer responded with, yeah, they'll be able to play. So we'll be back online in 23, man, full bore, and rocking the game, man. I can't wait. 26 days, man. I think we're gonna be the your personal YouTube advent calendar for MLB The Show 23, right? So that's what we'll do. We'll just put it's 26 days. We'll put it in the title each day, man. 25 tomorrow. We'll just count it down. A little over 3 weeks. It's not too bad. I know we can't have it get here soon enough, but it'll be here before we know it, and we'll all be happy and excited to play it. So that'll be fun, man. I can't wait. Just another homer right there, man. Busting bombs. Willie Mays has been a decent card. He's been a decent card. Morning, Dave. What's going on, man? I know you kept saying you'll never play online again, even if your ban was lifted. Are you still going to be all offline? No. Listen, man, I kind of had to make up my mind to just make content offline for all of 22, right? So I kind of had to get my own head in the mindset. I didn't say I would never play offline. I said I didn't know if I would or not because I wasn't having fun with it. But by the end of the year, I was missing it so much, man. So yeah, I just told everybody, yeah, I'll be playing online. Yeah, we'll be playing online for 23. Yeah, I'll still play offline too. I play offline as well. I always did. But I kind of missed the competition, man. I got to play it in the tech test. We played it for all the days on the tech test, and yeah, I missed the competition. Like, there's just no competition offline, right? I mean, even when I played on Legend for that mini seasons run, I whooped them so bad. Like, I mean, we won it pretty easily, and the championship was a little bit difficult there, but yeah, like I got to the postseason. I won like 20 something games on Legend difficulty, and it was and we had a good seasons, but it was still too easy. So yeah, we're back to online, man. Yeah. I got the count 0-2. So he just got an inside the park home run with Albert Pujols, right? Jeez. That ball must have hit off the wall and bounced all the way to the other side of the field. Or something, man. That's crazy. 65 more wins to finish the event? Oh my God. How many wins? I don't even know how many wins you need in this event. I never even, that's the thing I missed. Like this year, I didn't even check like events or BR programs or any of that stuff other than the card that was out for it. I didn't check what the missions were or the win amounts were or totals because I couldn't play them. So if in all honesty, it just disappointed me to go in there and check it and be told again that I couldn't play. So I didn't pay much attention to that stuff this year. But I don't know how many wins do you need to finish the event total? I know it's the forever event, but... And Dorn, I know you've got to be excited about infinite XP, where you can keep earning XP and getting packs and stuff packs and stubs and all that stuff for 23, man. I know you got to be excited about feature programs for that. Max is 300. You're at 235. 235. I got you. Nice. 300 event wins, man. Jeez. Events are a great place to, especially that Forever event. It's a great place to parallel cards too, man. You get the little online boost and all that. You can, especially like Moonshot. Moonshot's, you know, always fun to get to do. There we go. Brendan Rodgers here, 0-2 runner on second. After you get that double. Oh, it's going to lay out for that one. Man, I'm excited about the infinite loop at the end of feature programs, though. I'm so happy to be able to earn stuff after I'm done earning stuff for a program because, you know, a lot of us, we finish it sometimes a week or 2 or 3 or whatever before the program's over. And I know that's on us. That's on us. But it's nice to have something to continuously earn. Like for the last 2 months, man, 2.5 months, I've been done with the Forever program, feature program. I haven't earned any of this XP that I've been getting. And yeah, it'd be really nice. It'd be really nice to be able to get some stuff like that, man. Earn extra things. It looks like every 25,000 extra XP, you get to spin the wheel pretty much for the random pack or random amount of stuff or whatever it is, you know, stubs and packs and all that. So I think that's pretty cool, man. And you guys know we can finish 25,000 XP, especially when you have double XP. You can finish that in a game. I mean, you can get that in a game playing offline or something. So pretty cool. Definitely excited about the infinite loop. Hoping we can stay flush with content like we were this year. Yeah. Return to Team Affinity concerns you. I wouldn't have it concern you. In all honesty, man, it's going to be a lot different, I think, just based on the fact that feature programs are still going to be a thing, right? So it looks like there's going to be probably more feature programs, I'm assuming, throughout the year. And then you'll have the Team Affinity as just a whole separate thing mixed in. And with the addition of so many legends this year, because there's been a lot. They're adding a lot this year. They're announcing 2 more this week. Don't forget about the 7 Negro League legends as well. They've already announced, another 3 or 4 between Jeter, Kinsler, Lowell, and who was the other one? Who was the other one? Rick Vaughn. No, Rick Vaughn. I just said Rick Vaughn. Vaughn. Somebody Vaughn. I can't remember his. I just drew a blank on the first name. Anyway, so they've announced those to us. So we're probably gonna get a couple a week here announced leading up to launch and stuff. So I'm excited, man. I think it'll actually be good. I wasn't down for Team Affinity, but I don't think Team Affinity is gonna be the same as it was in the past. But yeah, I mean, listen, I liked it the way it was in 22 without Team Affinity and have it be mixed into the feature programs. But I got a feeling that other programs might take a little bit of a hit, right? Sounds like a lot of grinding. Yeah. That's what I like, man. I have a feeling that other programs there might be a little less of, possibly. Or less rewards per other program. Do you know what I mean? Maybe not as many cards given out in those. So maybe they put the cards in the feature programs as opposed to doing it in there. Something like that. I don't know. Who knows? But yeah, that's what I was kind of speculating on, thinking with what they got planned. Hope so. I just don't want to be waiting for stuff to do. I need a constant grind. Yeah, I'm with you. Also, at least 2 legends announced Wednesday and Thursday. Yep, yeah, that's what I said. Yep. Mentioned that too, Gavin. Yep, you're right though. Yep, we got Wednesday and Thursday, man. Thursday they'll have the feature premiere. I think it's the Road to the Show and franchise feature premiere, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's the one that they showed it was going to be. All right, we got one out here in the 3rd. Yeah, so I don't think it's going to be... I don't think you're going to have to wait for stuff to do. I think they've added so many new things to do. Like, you're going to have multiple mini-seasons to go through and play each time. They're going to have overlapping different squads, type 1s and stuff in there, too. They're going to have... I assume Conquest maps will be pretty prevalent like they were this year. Again, I think the feature programs will probably be spread out similar to how they were before, but I don't think we're maybe going to have these like month-long feature programs. I don't know, but Greg Vaughn, thank you. I don't know if we're gonna have those like that or not. I feel like they're not going to be as long, the feature programs. I feel like they might be shorter, which is fine. I'm okay with that too. But you guys know I'll show you how to get through them the fastest way here on the channel too. 25 new legends in 20. I think we have like 15 to go. Yeah. I hadn't seen how many that they announced, like a number on how many there were going to be. Where'd you see the 25 at? I know people just assume it's about usually 15 to 20 every year, 15, 25, somewhere around there. But I haven't seen anybody like specify a number or anything. So I was just curious where you saw it. Giving up the double. And this is why I didn't use Chris Sale, man. When I used him earlier in the year, he just gave up too many big hits to the CPU when you're spamming stuff. It's like, come on. I was hoping he'd be better, but... Yeah, I imagine we might have shorter programs for the featured programs. I don't know if Team Affinity will somehow still be a featured program, but it'll just happen in the middle of it or something. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how they're going to do it. I just got to figure it's got to be done differently. They didn't even like how it used to be done in the past. That's why they got rid of it, right? They moved it into featured programs. Of course, they never looked at it like they got rid of it. I never looked at it like they got rid of it. It was still in the game. So, one of their first live streams, I believe. Oh, I didn't hear him say. I never heard him actually give the number. I don't remember that, but I got you. Yeah, and we tweeted something. I tweeted something the other day, man, that said about curb your expectations on some of these new legends that they're getting announced now too, because they're not going to necessarily be big, huge names that you're used to hearing or thinking of or necessarily consider a legend or anything like that. And the reason is because it was in a graphic. Oh, okay, it was in a graphic. I gotcha. The reason for that, though, is because don't forget about the inclusion of the 7 Negro League players, the brand new cards, the brand new legends that are coming to the game. Those are likely going to be some of the best attributes you have ever seen in the history of MLB The Show. No reason to think that they wouldn't be, because those players are better than most players that have ever played Major League Baseball. So, I do remember 25 being announced. Okay, yeah, 25 was announced. Cool, yeah, I just don't remember it. Yeah, gotcha. I must have missed it, man. Listen, when I'm watching those, because I'm making videos after them and stuff, so I tell you what I end up doing, I feel like I'm studying for school. Like, I'll sit here and watch their streams, and I'm trying to memorize stuff, and I'm sure I miss little things here and there as I go throughout it. But yeah, I always feel like I'm like studying for a test in school or something, so I can make the video for you guys. I thought about that the other day while I was watching the one last week for Diamond Dynasty. It's kind of funny. Dude, we're just hitting pop-up after pop-up after pop-up. What's going on in this game? All right, through the fourth. Bottom of the fourth. 0-1 count here to Chris Bryant. Hey, now. Let's get him. There we go. Making the play across the diamond right there. One out here in the fourth. Did you guys see? I know you saw it. Did you guys see the Red Sox and Braves game yesterday? That ended, obviously, on the stupid friggin' pitch clock violation. The dumbest fucking thing to ever be added to baseball. It was a sport without clocks, man. There should never be timers in baseball. It's the dumbest damn thing I've ever seen. I can't stand it, man. I absolutely cannot stand it. I mean, that's going to happen in a important game, in a postseason game, in a World Series game. Can you imagine that happening in Game 7 of the freaking World Series, where pitch clock violation and the game just ends and the World Series is over, and then you have to watch a team celebrate while another team pretty much cries and tries to murder the ump? No, they wouldn't really do that. You're not going to do that. But dude, it's so crazy. Saw it and totally agree. Yeah, it was such crap. I know you're a Braves fan, but this is what I tweeted yesterday about it, man. All these people that are saying they're all for speeding up the game. First of all, it's not even that it's speeding up the game. It's that it's catering to millennials. That's all they're doing. Catering to the younger generation with less attention spans. And listen, it's just a fact. That's fine. Younger people have a shorter attention span and want things to move a little quick. That's what they're doing. I wish that's what they'd actually say, because there's nothing wrong with saying that. That's the truth. But everybody that thinks they're happy about it and they think it's a good change, you're going to be real happy until it happens to your team. Yeah, and then when it happens to your team, you're going to be the fan that's turning over cars in the parking lot, I think it's ridiculous. Honestly, you think the pitch clock should not be a thing in the ninth inning or extra? I don't think it should be a thing, period, in baseball. There's no point for it, man. I've never heard a real baseball fan. And listen, people that are saying that it should be in there, like they want the game sped up, you're not a real baseball fan. You might like baseball, but you're not a real baseball fan, in my opinion, man. I'm sorry. I've never, ever in my 41 years been to a baseball game and gone, God, I wish they'd hurry up and finish this game. To me, it is no different than going to a concert and getting like 30 minutes in going, God, man, they're just going to play the same old songs. I wish they'd just get it over with already. Nobody fucking does that. Like, it's so dumb to me. I just don't get it, man. If they want to cut time from baseball games, cut some of the fucking advertising. Stop playing so many damn commercials. They're required to play between 2.5 and 3 minutes worth of commercials between every pitch break or like a pitcher change and every half inning. It's between 2.5 and 3 innings. I Googled it the other day and looked it up. And it's so ridiculous. And everybody's like, the games are longer than they used to be. Well, it's because we used to have 90 seconds between each inning, not 2.5 minutes to 3 minutes. You've doubled the time, which has effectively added a whole nother like 18 minutes to the game. 18 minutes, whatever it is. I just don't understand. Their excuses for this shit are just ridiculous. They make no sense. So they're playing in hold on a second. We're going for third. They're playing in cold rain in late October, and the pitcher needs an extra 15 seconds to blow on his hand and dry off the ball. But no, he can't because of a pitch clock. Yeah, right? And listen, in all honesty, yesterday, I mean, that was a matter of, with the pitch clock thing yesterday, that was a matter of about a half a second that he missed that by. They said with 8 seconds remaining on the clock, how it has to work is that the batter has to be facing the pitcher or looking at the pitcher prepared to hit. Dude, why can't the pitcher just start fucking throwing? Like, why does he have to be looking at him? That's the dumbest There's so many nuances to these stupid pitch clock rules that make no sense. Like if the batter's not ready, he's in the box, but he's not ready. Well, that's on the batter then. Let the batter suffer with that and try to hit a ball that's coming in. But don't just award balls and strikes for no reason, man. We're just giving out participation trophies in baseball now. It's so dumb. All sports leagues just care about money at this point. Well, that's the funny thing, Gavin. The funny thing is they're actually going to lose money. The games will finish about 30 minutes earlier, between somewhere. All of them will be about 15 to 30 minutes earlier than they were before. Some will be about 20 mark or whatever. And as a result, they're going to lose out on merch sales, beer sales, concession sales. I mean, I can tell you, I'm not buying any tickets. So they're going to lose out on ticket sales. I get into games for free. I'm not going to sit here and lie. I get to a game for free, so I don't have to worry about it too much. I might be going to a Rangers game here at the beginning of the year. My mom had mentioned something to me yesterday because my stepdad gets his tickets and we get him free since he played for the Rangers. So we get tickets. I just have to ask ahead of time. We'll probably go to something at the beginning of the year because I was telling her yesterday, I've only been to one game at the new ballpark and the roof was closed. And I never, ever want to go to another game with the roof closed in that ballpark because I can't stand it. But I would love to go to one with the roof open so it would actually feel like baseball. They would lose TV viewers when they, I mean, listen, here's the thing with 20 minutes or so, let's just average it at 20 minutes less per game. I mean, that's less commercial breaks, right? I mean, that's, you might have more pitching changes. They did the 3-batter rule thing and they have less pitching changes, which cause for more money to be made and more ad breaks. But they got rid of that. So teams are losing money off of things like this. And it doesn't make sense. Major League Baseball is losing people as a whole. I know they're trying to cater to this younger audience, man, but it's like you're changing the integrity of the game of baseball. So it's just I hate it. I know we got to deal with it. I'll learn to deal with it. I hate change. It is what it is. But the pitch clock in MLB is. I mean, the other worst thing is the runner on second in extra innings staying around. I get it, not wanting to burn pitchers and stuff during the regular season, so they're more well rested and all that stuff. But at the same time, they did that to cut down on injuries, right? But if you're rushing pitchers, dude, I'm telling you right now, you're going to see more pitcher injuries in 2023 than you've ever seen. You're rushing pitchers, man. And listen, and they say that, the average football game is about just as long as the average baseball game, or it's actually just a hair longer. And people don't complain about football being too long. It's so fucking weird to me. I saw a tweet this morning that said maybe they just need to make baseball more entertaining. I'm like, yeah, but the whole let the kids play thing where they do their little quirky nuances and they have their little rituals and stuff like that at the plate. Now they can't do those. I mean, that's the equivalent of a touchdown dance or something. I mean, I guess a home run celebration or something is. But the whole let the kids play scenario has gone and been thrown out the window. It's weird, man. It's so weird. Now they're not letting them play. Now they're trying to rush them through the damn game that we all love. I just have a hard time believing that anybody who says that they actually want the pitch clock or they want games to be faster is a diehard real baseball fan. I just think they're fair weather fans, man. You may like baseball and maybe you think it's a good thing for the game, But you're probably the person that goes to a game and you stare at your phone the entire time and you're not actually paying attention to every pitch anyway. You know, it just bugs the shit out of me. I mean, when I go to a game, I'm one of like less than 5% of the people in the stands that's like hanging on every pitch and watching every pitch like it's Game 7 of the World Series, so. Does he have a baseball reference page? Did he play for the Rangers? Yeah, he played 11 years, so I'm sure he has a baseball reference page, yeah. Leon Roberts is his name. If you want to look up, you can. You watch The Girl That Believes in Miracles? I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't know what girl you're talking about. I have no idea. Who was my favorite reliever this year? Honestly, man, because I played all offline, I didn't really have like a favorite reliever. I guess if I had to say, it's probably Mariano Rivera, just the 99. I didn't really have one because I didn't use them all that much. You know, when you're playing offline, you don't really have to use your relievers all that much. Unless you're doing like save missions or something like that specific to the game. But I just didn't really have much use for relievers as much as I have in past years. So I'm probably not the best person to ask for that. Yesterday I gave like 4 relievers. Somebody asked about 4 relievers, like the best 4 I could pick for my God squad. I think I said Joe Nathan was a really other good one too, by the way. I think I said Mariano Rivera, Aroldis Chapman, Billy Wagner, and Goose Gossage. But that Joe Nathan card was pretty insane. But you know, like I said, I was pitching with him offline, so it's pretty easy to dominate the CPU. So I just don't know, yeah. Yeah, Tristan, I don't know what you mean. You watch The Girl That Believes in Miracle. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. I need more info. It sounds like it might be a movie or something, like the name of a movie or something, but I haven't heard of a movie called that or something. I don't know. In my opinion, MLB games are the best in-person experience compared to watching them on TV. Like, I prefer watching football games on TV because I can never see anything in person. Oh, I gotcha. Now, like, baseball games, man, I'm fine watching it on TV. I don't have any issues. I don't watch a whole lot of them just because I don't have a lot of time to do it. And it's not about the games being long. I would rather spend time watching something with my wife that we're into or something when I get home. And then I spend so much time working on content and stuff for the game. It's baseball all day for me. So sometimes, you know, I just want something else, like to watch an actual TV show to take my mind off of that at night or something, or a movie or something. So I'm a big movie guy, man. Like I watch a lot of movies. I watch the same movies over and over again a lot of times, but I just watch movies a lot. So it's going to be so cool to see you beat toxic players because whenever you're facing them, you lose. Well, I mean, I'll lose to them too, man. I'm not that great. Don't worry. I'm hoping I'm a little bit better. It seemed like we did pretty good during the tech test, but that was just the tech test. So, listen, I'm not that great, man. We're going to go for World Series. I'm going to try for 12-0 this year, or at least a 12-1 or something in BR. And I'll be playing a lot of events as well. But yeah, like the toxic people, man, I don't even care when they're toxic. I just laugh at it and move on. I typically will, I mean, I don't have messages turned on or anything like that, so nobody can send me messages on the account, because that's just, you know, I got too many death threats over the years over beating people. And then I'm like, no, we're not doing that ever again. So we just, I don't mind. It's, you know, it's kids. I figure it's some 7-year-old who's upset that he got put in timeout earlier in the morning, so he's taking it out on he'll be the show and whoever he gets to play. What's going on from Taiwan, man? There you go. You know what? I want to know how to say your name in English. I don't know because I don't know how to say it. Can I copy it in Google Translate? Maybe I want to see if Google Translate will work this. Hold on. Translate. Okay, here we go. Let's see. I want to see if it'll work. Where do I type? Okay. No. To English. Hold on a second. I feel bad because I never. Is it Kai? Kai? That's what I'm guessing. Kai is maybe the first name. I hope that's what it is. C-A-I, Kai. What's up? The pitch clock is just stupid. Yeah, I've only watched one live MLB game ever when I came to America, and it is already so much faster than Taiwan baseball. Our one game takes 5 hours. Oh, dude, I would love it to take 5 hours. Would that be so amazing, man? I would love a baseball game to take 4 or 5 hours. Dude, I mean, 3 hours plus is... listen, if I go to a sporting event and it's less than 3 hours, I'm highly disappointed. A sporting event should never take less than 3 hours, in my opinion. So. $11-2 is an amazing run, man. Or 11-2, yeah, it was a good one. It was. Edison, call you Edison. Okay. Man, my Google Translate sucks. My Google Translate sucks. Okay, I will call you Edison in a minute. I'm gonna try to remember it. I'm trying to remember it. It's pretty easy to remember. So my name is Thomas, and I'll think of Thomas Edison when I see it. And so when I see a name that I don't know, I'll think Edison. So that's what I gotta always relate it to something like that, so I can remember it. I was telling my wife yesterday. I said I've got this guy from Taiwan who comes in and joins, and it's around midnight there when he gets in and stuff. But he comes in and he's been joining quite a bit, man. It's pretty cool. I always love to hear when people are watching from other countries and stuff, man. That's always really neat to me. So I find it pretty cool. And but I told her, I said I feel bad because I don't know what his name is. Like I don't know his name, so I gotta ask him. And I was hoping you came in today so I could ask. so good deal, man. Good deal. $18-0 here in the 6th. Oh, don't swing at that. No, it's 0-2. All right, that's all right. It's a little bit inside, low in it. Man, he's really trying to bust me in with those, isn't he? It's not going to have the distance. But we'll tag up and go to third. That's okay. Cool beans, man. Cool beans. There we go. Griffey Sr. Busting one. Run, baby. You can make it to third on this, maybe. I'm hoping. Yeah, he took a little while fielding it. We're going for 3. Come on. He's there. Nice. All right. We got the triple there. One gone for Willie Mays. Say hey, Willie. Damn. Be a sack fly. At least we got him in. Dude, the weather's been so crazy here in the last week or two. It's always kind of crazy here, but man, it's been fluctuating back and forth from the 40s to the 30s to the 70s. Today's supposed to be in the 70s. It's been the 40s all week. It's so weird. A few days before that was in the 80s for a day. I'm thanks, Texas, for fucking with my allergies. It's not, it's Mother Nature. Mother Nature's got a bone to pick with my allergy system, I guess. There we go. Hip, hip, Jorge. Making it 21-0 here in the 6th. Getting it done, baby. There we go. I love it, man. I love it. Danielson Lamet. It's Danielson Lamet, I thought it was. But maybe it is Danielson. Maybe that is how you pronounce it. I guess it does look. I always thought it was Danielson Lamet. I guess it is Danielson. Who knows? The announcers say so many names wrong in this game. It's not even funny. What's going on, Hunter, man? How you doing, man? Good morning to you. Hope you're having a good weekend. Hope everybody's having a good weekend, man. Baseball's back. That's the best thing, right? Baseball's back. Spring training games are alive and well and going. What's up, Joker? Hope you're doing good too, man. It goes from 50 Fahrenheit to minus 30 Fahrenheit in one day here in Canada. Jesus. That's crazy, man. It's DeGrom's first start as a Ranger. Is it? DeGrom's first start as a Ranger. He'll probably only pitch 2 or 3 innings, though. I figured. I'll tell you what, Nate Eovaldi did really good the other day. That was, I think it was maybe it was yesterday. I think it was yesterday he pitched. But Eovaldi did really good. I mean, he was, his splitter was on the other day. Yesterday. It was yesterday. I keep saying the other day. I'm pretty sure it was yesterday. You having a great weekend, man? Oh, I am too, man. So hype baseball's. Yeah, same here, man. Same here. I just wish they'd get rid of that stupid fucking pitch clock. That's all I wish they'd get rid of. I hope. Listen, they're not going to make any changes for the 2023 season, and that's the bad part. Is that it's if it happens in the postseason or something, it's going to be a nightmare, man, for a team and the fan base. But doing good, just chilling. It's a movie about a little girl that believes in miracles. Watch this movie. I've never heard of it, man. What kind of? Let's see. It's called Do You Believe in Miracles? Oh shit. Let me go run after the fly ball real quick. let me go chase this fly ball down. Do you believe in miracles movie? Or is it the girl? You said the girl who believes in miracles, right? The girl who believes in miracles. There it is. 2021 film. It's probably not my cup of tea, man. I don't think. Yeah, I'm not into like it's like a religious movie or something. I'm not really into those myself, man. Not really my thing. I appreciate the suggestion though. I am a very, very proud atheist, and I'm not really into like religious movies. I don't have any problem with people that have religious beliefs and all that stuff, but it's just not something for me. Not something for me, man. I'll never knock anybody for their beliefs, but just not my cup of tea, man. But I appreciate it though. Kind of missed off PCI home runs during the tech test. I didn't, man. I thought the hitting was great. I loved it. I didn't miss it because I'm tired of giving them up. I'm a better pitcher than I am a hitter, and I always have been in the game. And the worst part is that, you can pitch great. You can throw great pitches, and a guy never hit connect the PCI and still hit a home run on him. So I hope that's changed. No one's really playing this game in Taiwan because most of us actually suck at it. I gotcha. I'm actually looking to make videos for the show and change. Oh, very cool, man. Very cool. I'm actually looking to. I was mentioning this yesterday. I'm looking for a way to. I want to find a program that will take the videos I make and they will dub them in Spanish. I'd like to do it in Japanese and Chinese as well. As many languages as I can. Wherever I find that people are watching the channel and stuff, I would love to be able to find a program that does it. I don't know of a free program that. I want to find a free program that does. I don't want to pay for it really, but I would like to find a free program that does. But I always thought that would be really cool, man. That's cool though. Help build the community. Absolutely, man. You agree the clock is stupid? Yeah. Look it up on YouTube. I just Googled it. Yeah, I just Googled it. It says it's an American Christian movie or something. Yeah. Like that's not. I typically don't watch those, man. It's just not my cup of tea. To each their own. Pitch clock is annoying. It just makes the game experience shorter for fans. I know. I hate it. There's no point. There's no real baseball fan that wants shorter baseball games. There's not one in the world. If you say you are, you're a fucking liar. You might like baseball, but you're not a baseball fan. You're not a baseball fan. It's like saying you're a fan of your favorite band and then you went to their concert and 30 minutes in, you wanted them to wrap it up. No encore. Like, it's ridiculous. It's the dumbest thing to me. These are the people that are saying they want shorter baseball games are the people that are literally buried in their phone the entire game and not paying attention to a single pitch. And those same people are going to be doing the same thing. So they don't really care that the game's shorter or longer. They don't, man. Just finished, we have a Ghost on Netflix. Is it? I thought about watching that last night. I'm going to have to check that one out. It's David Harbour's in that. I saw, right? It looked kind of funny, man. Yeah, I saw the preview for it a couple weeks ago, and I saw it came out last night. We started watching Outer Banks Season 3 last night. Oh my God, I feel like I'm watching like some CW shit or something, man. My wife loves the show. I actually liked the first 2 seasons. It was okay, but those kids are so fucking dumb. It gets frustrating. Like, those have to be the dumbest damn teenagers I've ever seen in my life or ever heard. Like, I don't think any one of them's ever had a good idea. The one girl that's from Barbados, I can't remember the names of the characters on the show. The girl that's in the show, she plays like she's from the Caribbean or whatever. She has some okay ideas, I guess, sometimes, but my God, the kids in that show are so dumb. The adults aren't any better either. You're right, though. The people that don't care about the game just want it to go by quicker. Yep. And the people that actually have fun want it to last longer. Yeah, the people that actually are real fans of baseball want the longest games possible. I mean, I don't, listen, man, I'm not saying I want to be at like an 18, 20 inning game, all right? But if I am, dude, I'm kind of thinking, this is pretty special, man. I mean, how rare is this? You're going to see like 2 games, I'm the guy who wants to go and get tickets to a doubleheader. Like, I wish there were more doubleheaders in baseball. And I know there are now, so, more than there used to be, but I wish there were way more doubleheaders. There used to be a lot more back in the day, I guess, but there more than there were when I was a kid. I'm fine, dude. I'm the guy who gets there the moment the gates open. and I want to make it the longest experience that I possibly can. Especially if you spend a couple $100s to go to a game and watch a game, dude, I want to be there all damn night. And if you want to leave early. Just leave early. I mean, you can listen to the radio and listen to the game on the radio on the way home. Like, what? Who doesn't do that anyway, right? Like, not leave early. I mean, but who doesn't listen to like the post game show or the and stuff on the radio on the way home? Like, I just don't understand. I have first-hand experience of this. Yeah. You think I'll like it? It's funny. Yeah, it looked funny. It did. They should lower the ticket prices because the experience is so much shorter now. Yeah, they'll probably raise them. They're not going to do that. Yeah, I don't see them doing that. They'll probably raise them if they do anything, but yeah, it's pretty ridiculous, man. They're going to raise them because they're going to be making less money on concessions. I mean, they're going to be selling concessions for less time, right? The seventh inning will come quicker, so they won't be able to sell beer after the seventh inning, right? So it's kind of weird. I mean, I don't know any ballpark that is allowed to sell beer after the seventh inning. I think that's a rule. But yeah, now the seventh inning will come quicker, so now it's less beer sales for a game. I'm like, oh, I guess that means everybody's just got to start tailgating more or something. I don't know. Doubleheaders are great to go to. Yeah. Dude, I would go to a triple header if they played it. Seriously. Like, I 3 baseball games in a day sounds like the greatest afternoon of my life. I mean, when we were kids, we used to play triple headers all the time. Play tournaments over the weekend and stuff and do it. I think he might get hosed if I run on that. So we're going to hold up. Yeah, man, I just don't understand. There's been a few people that have argued with me on Twitter about it. They're like, man, I want shorter games. I'm not about trying to be at a game until like 11 o'clock midnight when I got to go to work the next morning. Well, maybe, and here's a thought. Don't go to a game on a fucking day where you have to go to work the next day. I mean, shit. I mean, a little common sense has got to be needed at some points, you know. I'm a little hot and heated about this pitch clock shit, man. It bugs me. I know they'll adjust and they'll get used to it. Players will, but it's just dumb. This isn't basketball. It's not football, man. We don't need play clocks. We don't need shot clock violations. You know, baseball is a thinking man's game. Every pitch that's thrown and every swing that's taken deserves the utmost attention and thought process. If a guy has quirky little stuff where he wants to adjust his batting gloves after every pitch that's thrown, I don't care. It doesn't bother me. I mean, I like watching the little quirky things that they do. I mean, that's part of the fun of baseball to me. That's part of one of the big fun aspects of baseball. I love it. Yeah, I don't know if it's something I'll ever get behind. Like I said, we'll adjust to it. I'll get used to it, but it's not. I don't agree with it. I do not agree with the pitch clock. In essence, all we really did was raise the value of the players, right? Now they're technically, if you did it like normal people, paid per hour. The working class citizen man paid by the hour. I guess they're getting paid more per hour now. So everybody got a raise. I don't know, man. It's just ridiculous to me. Crazy. There we go. Chris Sale wheeling in the 8th. Did your Wi-Fi crash early? Yeah, man, no, my Wi-Fi was fine. My computer crashed. My computer just decided to restart on its own. And then once it got going, it restarted again. I didn't know what was going on, man. And then my capture card was saying it wouldn't recognize it. I have no idea what was going on. I just kind of, I didn't restart the computer. I actually shut it down for like 30 seconds. Restarted it, and then everything worked. So I have no idea what was going on, man. It was weird. Very strange scenario. I'd never had that happen before. That's why I was like, I didn't. That's why I didn't get a chance to like tell you guys anything, because the internet was fine. The internet didn't crash or nothing though. The internet's actually much better over here than it was at the other place. Like over at the other place, I was only getting 200 megabits a second. Now I'm getting 500. So it's a lot better. And out here, I don't have any living room furniture, so it's like the signal just comes right here because it's back behind me. So it's right here where I am, and so I shouldn't have any hiccup in signals. But I mean, I'm sure it'll happen eventually. But yeah, we've been pretty good so far. Only thing I'm concerned about with 23 is since defense seems to be harder and fielding stats seem to be more important, I feel like there will be a lot more bench bats. But you have DH. You've got the DH, though. So, no, I disagree. And cards are going to be primary position DH also. So, yeah, I don't think so. I don't think that the attributes matter any more than they really have in the past. I think they matter about the same. The attributes didn't feel like they were meaning anymore. And I also think that the throws is the only thing that's harder, right, is throwing accuracy. And I honestly feel that after people get used to it, it'll be a lot easier. It's not going to be as difficult for folks. I myself am just a buttons guy, and I had no issues during the tech test with throwing. I think I made in probably about, I don't know, over 20 hours of playing the tech test. I think I had like 2 errors, maybe 1 or 2 errors. So yeah. But that's the skill gap, man. That's what we need. We need more of a skill gap in the game for online play. So, you know, that's what I'm all for. I'm all for there being a skill gap. Let's see. Do you looking to play a little bit of franchise next year since SDS finally put some work into it? Well, they'll talk about it this coming week here, I think, on any changes they've made. I am not a franchise guy, though. I'm a Diamond Dynasty guy, so I probably won't play much franchise. I don't find it competitive, or you know, when I'm playing the CPU, it's just never competitive. It doesn't matter what difficulty you're playing on; it's just not very competitive. So I don't find that I get my fix, I guess, out of playing against the CPU. So franchise for me is probably a no-go. We tried it a few months ago and tried to play through a Rangers franchise. I think we streamed it like 2 or 3 days, and I just wasn't really having much fun, man. We weren't doing good either, but I wasn't really having a whole lot of fun. And so, yeah, franchise just isn't really a game mode for me, I don't think. But we'll have to see what they did. They've said that for years, that they put a lot of work into it, and they never actually, nothing was ever that great that they've done. It's actually made it worse, it seems like. So I'm curious to see what they did. I hope the changes are for the better for the franchise community that plays. But for me, probably not. Probably not. Franchise March to October is the one after Road to the Show, which is, okay. Franchise March to October is next week. I'm sorry. Road to the Show is this week. I thought they were combining them or something. My apologies. I know I saw the full schedule, but I didn't have it memorized or locked down, man. I appreciate you. Nice, man. All right, one more out to get, and this one's over. 24-0. Not bad. Yeah, Dorn, I'm with you about the skill gap, though. Yeah, fielding needs that skill gap, man. I think the game overall has to have more of a skill gap. Look, players that understand the nuances of baseball, the details of baseball, that have baseball IQ, that understand situational baseball, need to be rewarded. You know, people that really get like the game. I mean, to a T, that's the people that need to be rewarded. Those are the people that are going to be able to have skill in a video game on it. You know, I know that's not everything to it, but it's a big part of it. And I think that they've made a step in the right direction. Now, I can tell you, with that happening, oh, dude, the bitching is going to be bad this year. Like, I bet you they will. I hope people don't complain, but I know they will. I've seen people get excited about the game and be happy with the changes they made going into it before. And then a month into it, a couple weeks into it, a month into it, it's just, like I said, it's just the same people in the community complaining every year, man. Same content creators complaining. It's the same people on Twitter complaining. I'm sure Reddit is fucking awful. I don't ever go there. But, yeah, listen, man, I hope that doesn't happen. I hope it's everybody's happy with it. I want the best possible game we can possibly get. Who doesn't, right? That'd be silly not to. But yeah, I mean, there's just got to be, you got to reward people that get the game better than people that don't understand baseball very well, in my opinion. Otherwise, what are we doing? You know, like, let's go check on this real quick. I want to see how close he is. Let's see, 79-61. All right, so we got like probably 3 games that we can get him done, knocked out. You're playing your 500th ranked game? That's funny, man. You know what? Here's funny. Yesterday, I didn't even know this until this morning. Yesterday was our 500th live stream on YouTube. In the playlist that has all my MLB The Show live streams in it, man. We've got them all in there. Yeah, it was my 500th live stream for MLB The Show. So that was really cool, man. I forgot. I wish I would have known. I would have put it on there or something, but pretty neat. You loved the Megan movie? Yeah, I'm never watching that one, man. I can't watch that. I don't do scary movies, man. Franchise is a simple way to easy. You can just trade old expensive players like Verlander straight up for Adley. I mean, come on. No, I get stuff like that, man. But I don't enjoy that kind of playing against the CPU. I don't enjoy outside of Diamond Dynasty modes very much because I like the card aspect and I like being able to grind my cards and parallel the cards and the competition from online. The last time I probably played a franchise like full on was happy 500 to both of you. There we go. That was probably before online play existed in baseball games, and since that I just don't really do it, man. On the channel, Diamond Dynasty, as far as YouTube goes too, is for my channel, and that's not for everybody's. There's some people that are very successful streaming and making videos about franchise and stuff. But for me and times I've tried to stream the franchise, it's just not as many people are into it or interested or watch. And so being that it is my full-time job, full-time gig, man, we got to kind of go and make content about where views are sometimes, right? You know, where viewers are and what viewers want to see. It's all about what you guys want to see. I make the content for you guys. I play the game because I love baseball, but I make the content for y'all. So you gotta make content for the people that are watching. Otherwise, you don't have anybody to watch, you know? So, but that doesn't mean, like I said, it doesn't mean that franchise isn't good for making content, just not on my channel, not for me and not on my channel. There's lots of people that make franchise content and it works great for them. It's just like, for me here on this channel, I can play ranked games and I can do stuff and debuts and all that stuff, and we'll do it on live streams. But if I take the time to edit those and make a video out of like a debut for somebody, they are some of the least viewed videos on my channel. And people just don't care about when I do debuts. But people watch the streams when I play it live. So I get more views on a live stream playing with them and debuting a player than I do from a video of the same nature. So probably just not something I'll do too terribly much. I might make shorts or something out of them this year, out of debuts, and just show the at-bats real quick. Something like that. Because those seem to do pretty well. Bogey, what's going on, man? How are you doing? Hope you're doing good today. Got a triple there. Looking good. Come on. Say hey, kid. Let's go, Willie. Hey! Crap. Crap, man. I wish I still had my Willie Mays autograph ball. My dad had all these autographed baseballs that years ago he got rid of and gave to me. But unfortunately, this is before I started streaming. So we had kind of fallen into a little financial hardship at one point. And I had to sell the stuff, man, to get rid of it, and just because we needed money for some bills and shit. So I sold all of it, man. I had a Hank Aaron, I had Willie Mays, I had Tom Seaver. I think I even had a Satchel Paige autographed baseball. I don't know where he got that. I believe he had a Satchel Paige. I'm pretty sure it was a Satchel Paige. I had Duke Snyder. Dude, I had so many Hall of Famers. He had a ball autographed by the entire Cleveland Indians team. I want to say from 1968, something like that. Guardians now, but it was Indians back then. Sorry, but I don't. Man, I had so many. There was a Mickey Mantle baseball, but he had kept that one. He didn't give that one to me. He gave it to somebody else. He gave it to his boss. Yeah, he was dumb enough to give it to his boss for free. And or somebody he worked with, but then got mad at me when he found out I sold the stuff. I'm like, dude, at least I got money for it. Jesus Christ, like, you just gave it to your boss. Like, his boss was a big Yankees fan or something. So I'm doing fine, man. I'm doing good today. Braulio, what's going on, man? How are you doing? What kind of monitor do I have? It's an Acer 32-inch curved 144 hertz. I have no idea, man. The link I have on Amazon for it. I bought it years ago. I've had it for several years now. I love this monitor. It's not 4K. It only goes to 1440, but you don't really need 4K. But it's good. I don't know like the model number or nothing like that, man. But when I bought it, I got it for like $400 or something on like high 300s, low 400s on Amazon. I think it was low 400s when I got it. And shit, dude, every time I check back and look at that monitor when somebody asks me about it, I look back and it's like $600-700 now. So I must have got a hell of a deal on it. I got it like right at the beginning of COVID, so. You're trying online in MLB 22? There you go, man. Good luck, man. You got it. You got it. I think get some work in 22. Hey, don't forget you guys can still go into the tech test for 23, and you can still do custom practice. you can still practice in the tech test. So if you want to get that feel for hitting and how it is in 23 again before the game comes out, don't forget you can do that. Can I ask, how did you able to finish the collection and still have that many stubs? Is it just by flipping cards and grinding, since I thought you didn't really play online? Yeah, I'm playing the game, flipping cards and grinding, man. So I can't give you all the secrets on here during the stream, all right? But so I leave all of those tips and my stub making tricks and how to get all the cards in the game, no money spent, get all the collections done, all that stuff. I have that for members on the channel. So when you guys are a member, you can click the join button, become a member. You get access to an exclusive playlist that teaches you how to flip cards in the market, what to look for, what cards to flip, what items to flip, all that stuff. And I teach you every process of it along the way. And it helps you to keep as an infinite amount of stubs throughout the year. So yeah, man, that's really what I do for it though. But yeah, it's available something for members only. We've done that for a couple of years. Right before I did it, I had tried to put it out publicly for everybody, and the channel was much smaller at the time. I think we only had like 3,000 or 4,000 subscribers. And when I did it, it was ruined within a day because people went crazy and they ruined it in the market. So I told too many people, and so I had to find a new way to do it. And so I decided to make it for members only, and I figured the people that are willing to pay for the information on it and pay for the membership on it probably aren't going to fuck it up, right? And you guys haven't. You guys have been awesome with it. So occasionally we get somebody who goes in there and Charlie's it up or whatever, but it's not too bad, man. So we'll just, that's how we're going to keep it and do it here for a third year this year too. Duke Snyder's one of your favorite players? Yeah. Dude, I had so many autographs on baseballs. It was insane. He had a lot, man. He had this one ball that was, I got a Roger Clemens story for you. He had this one ball that was autographed by I think about 25 different Hall of Famers. And we went to this card show when I was a kid. And this is just show you what a dick my dad is. He takes the baseball because Roger Clemens is signing. And he's like, I'm going to get Roger Clemens to sign the ball because he's a guaranteed Hall of Famer. You guys see where this is going. And he goes, I'm going to do it. And he when we get to Roger Clemens in the signing line, he gets him to sign it. And then he looks at Roger Clemens and goes, now just make sure you make the Hall of Fame so this ball's not worthless. And Roger Clemens looked at him like he wanted to get up and punch him. I wish he would have. My dad is such an asshole for saying that to him. And then, of course, Roger Clemens and the steroids didn't make it. He didn't make the Hall of Fame, so that ball became kind of funny. You doing good, man? Happy that Machado is going to stay more time with the Padres? Oh, nice, man. Nice. Alviso, do you play online? I will be in 23. Yeah, I'm banned from playing online in 22. So I wasn't allowed to, man. I got banned altogether in 23 or 22 from playing online. But yeah, in 23, I will be back online. Yeah, we got it confirmed yesterday, a confirmation yesterday from the developers that if you were banned in 23, or excuse me, if you were banned in 22 for an extended ban, that it will not affect your ability to get online in 23. It's a fresh start, fresh game. So yeah, I will be, absolutely, man. I was struggling to make stubs from the market till I showed you the way, and now I have every card in the game, no money spent. There you go, man. There you go. Yeah, you guys, the members here, you guys will see them with member badges and stuff by their names there. I mean, you guys are never shy about telling folks, and I love it, man. You guys are the best marketing tool ever, right? You guys are like a commercial for me. I mean, listen, I don't bullshit. I don't bullshit. If I'm putting something out there, information to give you guys on how to make stubs, that's how it's gonna be. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna actually teach you how to make stubs. And there's different tiers of the membership. You get access to the playlist and all of that at the lowest tier. Like, I'm not making you pay more to get it or nothing. We just put it at the $4.99 mark there for memberships and rock it like that, man. He got extended 11 years. I hadn't heard that yet. 11 years, 350 million. He's not going to play all 11 years, man. There's no way. There's no way. I don't see how he would. Like, how old is Machado now? That's crazy. 11 years, 350. Man, that's a crazy contract. I wouldn't have assumed he would have got that kind of deal, but Dornbush, yeah, there's Dorn saying it too. Yeah, member method is legit. Currently sitting on about 34 million stubs. Yeah, and if you guys don't know how that works, he's not kidding about that. 5 million stubs is the max that you can have in your account, in your bank right there. But if you guys aren't aware, you can tie up more stubs in orders. So you can, like, if you need to earn more stubs, you can go place orders for things and just, that'll never get filled. and you can tie up Stubs. So you can actually have way more than the 5 million Stubs. But yeah, and Dorn's a grinder, man. Dorn's a grinder, so he's got that. He's got a bunch of them, man. He's 30 right now. Man, I mean, he might be DHing for him by the end, but man, 41. That's interesting. I guess he could be. I would assume he'll be DHing by that point, but who knows? Who knows? As a longtime Padres fan, I'm glad the owner finally willing to spend, and they're going all out. Yeah, they are going all out, man. Yeah. I'll tell you what, I still think if they don't have a good first half of the season, I still expect Soto to possibly be moved at the deadline. I don't know. I just feel like they can get back something for him after giving away a little bit. So I still think Soto could possibly get moved. I hope Soto does well. Although I've heard this rumored trade that the Rangers would love to get Soto. So I mean, listen, man, I'd be willing to give you guys some pieces for Juan, as long as we could get a sign and trade kind of deal done with him. But that's the same kind of deal I want with Brian Reynolds too. Brian, not so Ryan. I want to get if the Rangers were to do that instead, I'd be okay with it. But I want him to do some sort of sign and trade, kind of deal, just to make sure that we're not getting a rent a player. I don't want to rent a player. I want somebody who's going to be there as a cornerstone for the organization for a while. I'm not sure if the Padres also extended. So, I haven't heard about if they have or not. Yeah. I don't know if they were going. I mean, he'd be crazy not to enter free agency, in all honesty, in my opinion. But yeah, who knows? Maybe 2 years on DH. He had a good season last year. If he does bad, they'll probably put him at DH. Well, I mean, listen, it's all about if his defense can maintain, right? If he can maintain the health of his defense, or and maintain the kind of glove that people have grown to expect from Machado at third base. I think that's the important key to that. And then he moved to DH. Also, could depend on if they have somebody coming up through the minor league system, here in 8-9 years, and see if something happens. Imagine the Padres get Ohtani to an 11-year deal too, and broke baseball. Oh man, that'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. I don't know. He's gonna get a $500 million deal, so it's gonna be kind of nuts, man. But I doubt it. His defense is not. No, his defense isn't bad. It's good, but age takes the toll, man. Listen, the amount of things that happen between 30 and 40 to your body, just from getting out of bed, are, trust me, I'm 41, man. That the amount of things that happen to your body just from getting out of bed, and listen, that's without injuries, right? Who knows? It's just 11 years is an awful long contract. It's an awful long contract to offer somebody that's 30. But hey, man, I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying, I think he could. I could see him. Yeah, those final couple years going to DH. I mean, they might have a prospect that's playing third base. That's the guy they want to get some experience in with the big leagues. And I don't think Machado will have a great attitude maybe about going to DH unless he wants to. But I don't know. But no, he's a great player and a great talent, man. He is. What did I hear him say the other day? Because of the pitch clock thing, he was the first guy to get a pitch clock violation as a hitter. And I think he said, I know I'm going to start 0-1 a lot this year. Or he's going to be down a strike a lot this year. And I'm like, I mean, that's not good. That's not good. Then you got Joey Votto. Joey Votto's been getting ready for years, man. He swings, and he's right back in the box just ready to go. He's been getting prepared for this for years, so. You got some guys that are just ready to go. Guys that play physically demanding sports professionally into their 40s are freaks of nature. Yeah. There's another run scoring right there in the third, making 11 zip. I probably should have ran to second, but I didn't know if he was going to hit the cutoff man and be able to hose me there, so I stopped. All right, here's Senior. Whoop! Damn it, I swung. Crap on a cracker. There we go. Get a little lift on it, man, so we could get over the infielders' heads. It's going to be a triple. Scoring a run. Nice. I guess that's true. But take Ichiro, Robin, and Rady. They played, I think, until they were 48. The players now are are good. DeGrom still has yeah. I mean, they do. They absolutely do, man. I'm just telling you, the fall off later, the older you get every year, trust me, is much different. And injuries, you got to look at injuries. Those guys aren't guys who had a whole lot of injuries. Ichiro didn't get injured a lot. Rob Nin, Randy Johnson, I don't believe they were injured a whole lot either. DeGrom, on the other hand, DeGrom's still dealing, but DeGrom gets injured a lot. Now, I don't see DeGrom playing. I don't know how old DeGrom is. I don't know how old he is. How old is Jacob DeGrom? Let's see. How old is Jacob DeGrom? He's 34. He's 34. I mean, I can see him playing into his 40s possibly. Pitchers are a little different also. But listen, man, you just never know what could happen between now and then also, right? The end of a contract deal and now and then. It's amazing how an injury can change a guy, but he's 34, yeah. Ah, crap. Not going to get the run in. Hit it right to him. Padres signed the best international prospect this year, and he's a catcher. And I believe Tatis, Machado, Bogarts will all stay in San Diego for 11 more years. And I imagine we also extend Soto. Yeah. I mean, it's just the Soto thing is going to depend, man. I don't know that they'll extend him. I imagine he's going to go to free agency. Like I said, if he didn't go to free agency, I think he'd be crazy. I mean, he could probably get way more money if he entered free agency and have a bidding war with other teams. So I would expect him to go to free agency. But who knows? They could extend him. I mean, anything's possible. I'm not these guys. I'm not their agent. I don't know. Official PSY, what's going on, man? You're hyped? You're hyped for 23? I'm hyped too, man. We're all hyped for it, man. I don't know anything about him, man. About Senga. I know that they signed him, but I honestly don't know. I don't know anything about him. I don't really follow guys too much until they get up to the big leagues and stuff, so I really don't know anything about the guy. I think the first time I ever even heard his name was towards the end of last year. Just didn't really pay much attention to it. So, like I said, so many things can happen between, prospects are playing internationally or being in the minor leagues. Top prospects sometimes never even make it to the major leagues and stuff. So I don't really put too much stock into a player until they prove themselves in Major League Baseball and stick around for a little bit. Not that he won't. I'm sure he will, but I just don't know. I just don't know much about him. I think Soto is the one that will actually last long because of his plate discipline. Yeah. I like Soto quite a bit, man. I do. Plus, he's number 22, so you guys know I'm gonna love a number 22. That's a given. That's a given. Yeah, I don't have any negative thoughts on Senga. I don't really have any thoughts on it, so I don't really have an opinion on it, in all honesty. Just because I don't know him enough. But listen, if you think about it, he might be decent for about 2 months because it's forkball. No one's ever seen it before. That's very possible. Very possible. I'll say you can take a guy like look at Yu Darvish. All right, let's look at Yu Darvish. When he played for the Rangers, he came in and the first times he played teams and he faced teams, he did pretty good. After that, they figured him out, and he was never really that great for the Rangers. I mean, he just kind of choked. Now, when he went to the Padres, he was pretty good. He's been better there than he was with us, that's for sure. We got, you never knew what you were going to get with Yu Darvish. We played with us, man. There'd be times where he'd come out and it looked like he could throw a no-hitter or a perfect game. And then his next start, he looked like Joe Smith from single-A baseball on the mound and couldn't find the strike zone to save his life. I think he was trying to do too much up there, maybe too much in his head or something. I don't really know, but the night and day difference on him when he would pitch was kind of crazy. But yeah, you make a good point though about the fork, yeah. It's crazy. I think Soto is my age, and he's played the show for like 5 years. Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, it's crazy to think that people my age are retiring now in baseball. So, I'm 41. Folks are retiring when they get to my age, man, or before it. Beltre didn't even play into his 40. See, Beltre is a guy that never wanted to DH. Like Adrian Beltre, he didn't want to DH. He wanted to play third base, and after he couldn't play third base, he's like, no, I don't want to. They didn't want him. They were trying to move at the time. It was going to be Gallo. I would have let Beltre play for more years if he wanted to. But, You know, Beltray never wanted to DH though. I wish he would have just so I'm selfish in this. I just wish he would have so we could have watched him play a few more years. But, you know, you just never know if a guy wants to DH. Some guys refuse. Machado, I don't know if he would refuse. I mean, Machado's got kind of a quirky personality, right? A little bit of a spitfire personality. So it's possible. I don't know if he would want to or not. All right, 0-2 here to Jose Iglesias. Yeah, I always get tripped out, man. Like, when I was a kid, I used to think, oh, man, they're so old. Like, they're retiring, but they're old. It makes sense. And now I'm like, he's not that old. Why is he retiring? I'm like, I'm older than that. Why? It's past 1 a.m. over here, and I really need to sleep now. Hope the stream goes well, and as always. All right, Edison, I appreciate it, man. You have a great rest of your night, man. Get some rest. We'll catch you. We'll catch you on the next one, brother. I appreciate it, man. 14-0 right now. 4th inning. Is this game 2? It's just game 2, isn't it? I think it is. I'm pretty sure it is. Come on, get that, get that, get that, get that, get that, get that. There we go. Nice. Very nice. Well, I'm glad the computer started working after that. It was weird. I don't know what happened at the beginning of the stream earlier when we started and it got stopped, man. But I'm glad it's working now. That's all that matters. 40 Ballins netted you 86 Chris Sale and a ton of golds. 86? You mean you don't mean 86 of Chris Sale's card. You mean the 86 Chris Sale overall. That's crazy, man. Sounds about right. Man, and a ton of golds. Well, you know. It's not like you need Stubs right now. Hey, listen, you'd rather have the packs get cool for you this time of year in 22 so they can get hot in 23, right? That's how I'm looking at it. That's my thought process, at least. Damn it, man. It's high pitch. I didn't get the bat up to it. Got under it too much. Here's Willie Mays. Whoop. I was gonna swing. Oh, man. Nice. There we go. There we go. My pack luck seems to be hot and cold like that, so who knows? Yeah. Yeah, you never know, man. Listen, I'm still dreaming for the year that maybe I open up a Trout on night 1. I've never had that happen, man. I've never gotten close to anything that good. I would go nuts. I'll be live streaming it right at launch that night. I've decided for sure we are. I mean, I knew I was gonna. I know I'm gonna be tired the next day, but we'll still be live the next day too, probably. But yeah, we'll stay up at least and stream a couple hours of it when it launches. It'll launch at 11 o'clock my time on the 23rd, actually, is when we'll get early access to it. So I'll be playing it for a few hours that night, and then we'll get some rest, and then wake up the next morning and get back to work, making videos and live streams and all that good stuff, man. We'll be putting hitting tips videos out, pitching tips videos, you know, XP tips, all that stuff, man. How to get your XP for you, how to finish programs as fast as possible, how to get through all of it to help you guys out, just like we do each year. And some new stuff too, man. We'll have some new stuff. There's new stuff to the game, so we'll have new stuff on the channel, of course. Let's see. Thomas, what's going on, man? Some guy told me there's a way to import the MLB 21 soundtrack into the MLB 22 game. Is that true? I have no idea, man. The first thing as a content creator I do when I go into MLB The Show every year is I mute the music. Because I get copyright strikes if I listen to it or play it on streams. So I never even listen to it, man. And most of the years, I hate the music that's in here anyway. So I have no idea. I have no clue. I've never messed with anything like that, man. I don't really like their music choices that they typically put in the game. So it's a little bit, I'm a little too old for, I think, their music choices sometimes. My day's going good, though, man. My morning's going good. I hope you're doing good. Yeah, I have no idea how to import soundtracks though or nothing. I can't imagine actually wanting to listen to any of these sports games soundtrack. Yeah, yeah, I don't know anybody who would, man. The first thing I do in any game is I mute the music. I turn it all the way down, man. I can't listen to music in games at all, so I couldn't tell you the last video game that I played that had WWE games. Sometimes have okay music, but other than that, I don't like this. I'm not a rap fan, and a lot of times there's a lot of rap stuff in it, man. I just don't. That's not my cup of tea. It's just not. But mainly, I would listen to it at least for a few days. But as a content creator, you can't play it. So I just never even turn it up. Noah, you do really? You do too, yeah. That doesn't surprise me. For some reason, I had a feeling Noah might be one of the ones that listens to it. It just seems like one of those shell things. Shell show. I'm just giving you shit, man. Tony Hawk was the last time I enjoyed a soundtrack. No, I get that too, man. That was probably a good one. I don't think I ever really played the Tony Hawk games all that much, man. I wasn't a big fan of them. I was never a skateboarder or nothing. I would play them like when I go to somebody's house or something. Played at a friend's house, but I was never. The only one I ever wanted to get and check out was the one where it actually came with like a board that was like a controller. Like it was, I don't know. That sounded kind of cool, but I never got it. Shell music goes hard. Oh my god. Yeah, like a lot of times I'll go look and see what the soundtrack is, and I'm like, dude, I have no idea who half these artists are. There we go, Chris Sale getting a hit up the middle. He's got a couple of hits in this one so far. Yeah, I just don't pay attention to the music in games anymore. I'm kind of a listen. I've got my stuff I listen to on Amazon Music that I pay for to listen to and all that. But I don't I don't listen to a whole lot of new stuff nowadays. I've reached that point, and I think it happens to everybody. I've reached that point where I've gotten a little older, and most of it just sounds like noise or too loud. So I just kind of like the music that I used to like, and I still like it, and I just keep listening to all that stuff still. Is Sale gonna make it? Oh my god, he made it. MLB music is terrible though, and you're is it okay? Okay. You don't like it either, really, though. Yeah, I don't know who's really jamming out to the MLB music all that much. Oh, crap. Hold on a second. I just got a text from somebody. Everybody run. Let's see. What is this? Oh my god, dude. This one guy keeps putting these crazy dude, like the same fucking thing. I'm just... Let's like, get out of here, dude. He's gone like 4 days in a row, and he keeps posting links to other videos, and he's like, I've never seen a ground ball like this in MLB The Show. And then he shows me ground balls in videos that, like, he gives me like 3 links. And I see these type of ground balls in MLB The Show all the time. So I don't know what the fuck the guy's doing. I just get on top of the ball, man. Like, if you want to pound a ball on the ground like that, get on top of the ball. I don't know. I never seen someone so focused on hitting ground balls in MLB The Show. But I think the guy's posting his own damn videos in the links, so we just removed him from the channel. He can fuck off. He's posted the same comment like 4 times, and every time, I don't know why, but he can't say ground ball. He keeps saying bound ball. I'm like, why are you saying bound ball, bro? It's a ground ball. I think at least one of the times he could have spelled it right, but... You kind of like the MLB 21 soundtrack? Yeah, I mean, I couldn't even tell you a single song that was ever on it. I don't know any of the songs that have been on any of these soundtracks, man. Yeah, it's one of the, listen, I would listen to them all probably once and then go, oh my God, what is this shit, you know? But for me, just like I said, and probably most content creators, yeah, if you're making content, one of the first things you do is you turn the music off, because you know, like we'll go live with the early release launch of MLB The Show 23 that night on the 23rd at 11 o'clock Central. And when I do, I'll just mute the in-game music for you guys for a minute, for a quick minute. And while I go turn it off in the options. And that way we won't get a copyright strike or anything like that. So, but yeah, that's something we always have to do. We always have to, man. I mean, your complete stream or live stream or video or whatever will get demonetized, and you just can't. You can't have those kind of things when it's your job, you know. I think on YouTube, you know, it took me almost a full year, man, to get monetized on YouTube once we started. And yeah, the idea of working for free is like, no, I ain't doing that. I don't want to do that. I've done that too many times in my life. So, you know, it's like I don't want to get nothing demonetized or anything. So we never mess around with the copyright stuff. I don't even listen to music while I play. Like, I don't listen to... I never have. I think every once in a blue moon I'll listen to like some music while I'm grinding something by myself and off stream. But not very often, man. I just kind of get I always want to be focused on the game, and I'll find myself like singing a song or singing it in my head or something, and then I'm not focused on what I'm doing, and I end up making mistakes or something like that. So, Brian, what's going on, man? Yo. All right, 7th inning here. 19-0. That's a big hit from Johnny Bench. That's going out. Nice. Pulled finest Will Adamas from a chase pack. Holy, there you go, man. There you go. Chase packs were not my friend in 22. I hope I have better luck in 23. I never got the good cards that they were releasing. I opened several of them, man, but I never got the good card that came out with like the new sets or anything like that. I never got a Nolan Ryan. That was the one I kind of hoped for. I was like, I'm not going to buy Nolan Ryan out of the market, but if I happen to get him, I'll keep him. I just never did. I did pull a Delgado at the beginning of the year. I bought the Pujols card at the beginning of the year to use because that was the first one. Man, Chris Sale got a perfect on that, but with 4 power, it's just not going to have the distance. But yeah, I never got lucky, man. Tom, what's going on? How are you doing, man? Oh, what's up, Thomas? How are you doing? All right, your phone died. I got you. There's Lou Brock putting one in the seats. Nice. I don't know if I want to wait for Game Pass or not. I think I will, but I don't know. Well, listen, here's my recommendation. I told people this since the start. If you're wondering about which edition of MLB The Show 23 to pre-order or to buy, if you are an online player, all right, if you plan on getting into online play in Diamond Dynasty like day one, or even for those first couple weeks, I highly recommend getting the Digital Deluxe Edition and buying the game, or the Captain's Edition or whatever. The added stuff that you get is a huge benefit. It's a huge jump start, and if you do not get it, you will be very far behind for a few weeks. Until you're going to be playing catch up with all the people that did. So if you want an advantage at the beginning over everybody else, I think that's a great way to play it and a great way to get that advantage. I myself listen on Game Pass, but I'm getting the Digital Deluxe. I'll be pre-ordering it here in about 2.5 weeks. I haven't pre-ordered it yet because there's no reason to yet, but here in about 2.5 weeks I will. There's Lindor parking one out there again. It's $100 for the Digital Deluxe. Yeah, $99.99. Yeah, that's the edition I buy every year. I didn't get it this year. I did it on PlayStation, but then after the account got banned and I moved over to Xbox, I was playing from behind, and I had to. I just played the Game Pass version, so I'll lose 22 after it goes away off of Game Pass, but that's all right. I'll have 23, so I'll be okay. 7th inning. Fuzzy, go lay down. Damn cat going crazy, man. Wouldn't be a stream without my cat going crazy in the back of the room. 14 Ks through 7 so far.
Now batting, first baseman, CJ Crone.
Little crone zone action right here. Hopefully not. I hope not. Keep it in the park. There we go. All right, let's go bat here in the 8th. There we go. Nice hit up the middle right there. I'll take it. Man, I'm starving today. Tom's hungry.
The right fielder, number 30, Ken Griffey.
I had to stop using DoorDash, man. It was getting too expensive. I was spending too much money. I stopped months ago, but man, I was spending too much money on DoorDash. Oh my God. I got where I'd look at how much I'd spent for the month and go, are you fucking serious? Like, what am I doing with my life? So I had to stop the DoorDash thing.
Nope.
Whoa. Hey, he hit me. Man, Willie's been hit a couple times today. Posada only 2 for 5. That's a weird game for him, man. He's usually much better than that, but... Oh, 2 for 6. Nobody out, bases loaded, and he just popped it up. Shallow right center. That was an ugly cut. Ugly swings all around here today. Oh, there we go. That's a nice shot, man, with bases loaded. That'll score 3. Well, you know what? I'm going to hold him up. He might have been able to score, but we're going to hold him up at third there. Let's see. I've been in a skip the dishes trap for a long time. Oh, I actually have found, since I moved over to the new place, man, I actually enjoy doing the dishes each night, man. It's kind of relaxing. It's kind of cathartic. I just kind of enjoy doing it. Do the dishes and go for a little walk and take the trash out each night after dinner. It's not too bad. I haven't minded it. I got all brand new kitchen appliances and like stuff here in the apartment too. Like we have like a brand new kitchen. So like, man, and as somebody who's like foodie and loves to cook and all that, I've been making so much stuff, man. I've enjoyed it. Like I didn't make stuff for a really long time. I only had like 1 burner worked on my stove at the old place instead of all 4. So it was just kind of a mess. It was a nightmare, man. My dishwasher was broke. It wouldn't even close anymore. So we were having to do it by hand there for the last few months. It was kind of a pain. I don't know. I kind of miss little things like that, man. It's little peaceful moments, I guess, that I kind of take advantage of now. Man, maybe it's just the thing is the older you get, you just kind of take advantage of those peaceful times when you get them. I don't know. Or I'm fucking crazy. It could be that too. I would clean like a madman. Yesterday after the stream, man, I came through here and vacuumed all up the house and got the Swiffer out and was mopping the floors and stuff too. And I don't know. I'm just like, man, I've turned quite OCD since we moved here about keeping things clean. Like everything looks brand new, and I want it to look that way for like ever. Oh, that was a horrible hanging slider right there, and Chris Sale just gave up the 2-run bomb. Well, so much for our complete game shutout in this game. Damn it all to hell. Man, if this Chris Sale card wasn't close to P5, I'd have never finished it. I'd have never finished it. There we go. That slider just hangs to righties inside a lot of times from Chris Sale. If you don't break it off enough inside, and when you're playing online, you can break it off enough inside off the plate, not out of the strike zone, that they'll chase it and they're going to get weak contact on it. Unfortunately, offline, you don't get that. Like, you can't do that, right? You got to pretty much throw it in the strike zone just about, because if you don't, they're not going to swing. The CPU does not swing like real people. If they could somehow make the CPU like adaptive AI in this where they would play like that and, play like real people, that would be amazing. I would love an adaptive AI in MLB The Show for CPU games. But we just don't get it, man. We just don't. Daniel Bard in here facing Lou Brock. Let's see what Lou can get for me. I think Lou might get to P3 in this game. He's a triple shy of the cycle. All right, come on. You can get a triple. Lou Brock can definitely get a triple. Put one in the gap. Ah, base up the middle. That is the weakest triple I've ever seen. Because it's a single. Dummy.
Now batting.
Oh, man. I'm stealing with him.
He's going, he's going.
How does Lou Brock even get a jump that poor? Like, second fastest man in the history of the game. And he's going to get the worst jump I've ever seen over there at first for a stolen base.
No, he's safe.
It's 24-2, Daniel Bard. Adaptive PCI wouldn't have thrown over there.
He's going.
I'm kind of curious. I know there's the new pickoff rule in damn it, man. We're getting doubled up. I know there's the new pickoff rule in MLB this year. About they can only throw over twice before they have to throw a pitch or it's a balk if they try to pick off a third time. Maybe somebody in here knows how that's going to work more than I do, but my confusion on it is, well, let's say the guy's already tried to pick you off twice, okay? If he has, couldn't you in essence just take like the largest lead possible and pretty much walk to second base because he can't pick you off? He can't step off to pick you off. Like, couldn't you take like an extra 2 steps towards second? Like, I don't understand how that's going to work. I just don't get it. I'm like, if you know he can't pick you off or throw over there or it's a balk and you're going to get the base anyway, then why don't you just like keep stepping to make him throw over there or you know, or try to, but even if so, you could like trot to second and get a stolen base. Oh God, that's a horrible pop-up. Yeah, somebody came in and said it a little while ago, man. Yeah, they were telling me about it. Yeah, Braulio was telling us here. 11 years, 350 million. I did, yeah. I think it's an awfully long contract. I would expect him to be a DH for the last couple of years of that deal. That's my expectation. I don't see him playing third base at 41 years old. I mean, your reflexes just alone probably not going to allow it. But who knows, man? Listen, he might be able to. I just that would be my expectation. Is that now with the DH obviously in the National League, they have that option. So he might be a DH for those last few years. Oh, my knee is killing me today. El Pepe, what's going on, man? What did Romans use to cut pizza before the rolling cutter was invented? Little Caesars. Oh, man. I'm so hungry. No food jokes, man. I'm so hungry right now. Oh, my God. Chris Sale, you suck. Jesus. Chris Sale. I don't know. 3 runs. Thieves are stealing 20 crates of Red Bull from my local supermarket. I don't know how. I don't know how these people sleep at night. Oh, man. Hope you're doing good, though, today, El Pepe. Let's see. What'd you say, Mighty C? He can throw over, but if runner is safe, then it's a balk. So doing that might not be... Oh, okay. That I didn't understand that part. So if they're safe, you have to pretty much guarantee you're going to get him out if you go to pick him off. I gotcha. I was just wondering. I knew there had to be something to that, but I didn't know what the rule was. So I knew there had to be something because it seems strange. But you're going to add Buzz Lightyear to your Diamond Dynasty? Buzz Lightyear to your Diamond Dynasty? I think you should make an El Pepe de Pepe's and add him to your Diamond Dynasty team, man. I got this disease where I can't stop making airport puns. The doctor says it's terminal. It's a good movie, Terminal. I like that movie too. Isn't that the one with Tom Hanks where he's like in limbo and stuck in the airport for years? I believe it is. I think that's what it was called. The Terminal. Maybe it was The Terminal. All right, 1 out to go here for Chris Sale. Thank God. Good. It's still going to be a couple games for him, though, because, man, Sale is just, I don't know. It's not the most fun card to use for pitching. We'll get to use Ohtani next. That's the one we're going to start working on tomorrow. Where are we at? 36.21 on XP there for Chris Sale. So let's say we get 660 again. I need 1,379 XP or PXP left to get him there. He's at 660. Or he got, okay, so if we can get 700 again, not give up runs, that would be huge because I could get 1,400 in 2 games. We got to go try to do that. We got to try to not give up any runs, like die hard in 2 games so we can get him done. Josh Bell's less than 500 points away now. That's pretty cool. King Griffey Sr.'s inside of 1,000 points to go also for P5. Most of them are inside of 2,000, so that's pretty good, man. Did you know Albert Einstein had a younger brother named Frank? He was a monster. As soon as I read that part, I didn't have to read the Euro. He was a monster. I was like, I know where this one's headed. That's good though, man. I'm also gonna rock the Dwayne Johnson to your. You're gonna add him to your Diamond Dynasty team. Well, you can only add one. You can only add one creative player. Can't have more than one. So you're gonna have to pick between the 2, I guess. Terminal, good old COD map. Oh yeah. Terminal's a great COD map, man. That's a great one. I got tired of it back when Infinite Warfare came out because I felt like I played it every match I played for 3 months, like at the beginning of the game cycle. I was one of the few that loved Infinite Warfare, but yeah, I do remember that map. Yeah, with the airplane. That's always a good one, man. From Modern Warfare 2 is where that one comes from. That's from the old No Russian, the original No Russian campaign mission. That's where that one came from. 5-mile-an-hour wind blowing in. Well, let's hope it actually helps me keep balls in the park from the Rockies in this game. Hopefully. I'm stealing first pitch. Yeah, but it didn't matter. He just crack-a-lacked that one into the bullpen right there. Nice. Very nice. Josh Bell got on top of that ball a little bit. Tried to tomahawk it, but went right to him, man. Can trees poop? Yes. How else do we get number 2? Oh, my God. That's great. Hold on a second. I was trying to call my daughter out here to see if she wanted to hear this wonderful dad joke because that one was too funny. I'm going to have to remember that one for later. Also going to add El Pepe to Pepe's your Diamond Dynasty. Yeah. Well, you can only add, you only get 1 creative player, man. Only 1 creative player. You can't add more than 1. You'd have to do some franchise work or something like that to add more than 1. Yeah, I only let you have one at a time. Did I just break you? No way. What a joke. That was a good one. No, I thought that was good, man. My daughter gives me shit for crazy, corny dad jokes, and I thought, oh, that's a good one. That's a good one, right? I love that one. At first, I was like, where's he going to go with this one? And I was, oh, my God. It's a good one. I like it. El Pepe is our resident dad joke guy in here, man. Comes in and drops the dad jokes on a regular. So you guys don't know. You can always look forward when you see El Pepe come in. You're going to get some high-quality dad jokes. There was only that one day that you were repeating some that that we'd already heard. But I think you must have got a new book now. These have all been pretty new, I think, for a while. Get up the middle. There we go. Base it up the middle. What trees do they use to make toilet paper? Toiletries. I like to, before I go to sleep at night, I like to ask my Google to tell me a couple jokes before I go to bed. And, like, I have one of those, my alarm clock's got Google Assistant built into it and stuff, so I'll ask it to tell me a couple jokes. They're always dad jokes. They're not great, and she's really repetitive. Like, she'll tell the same jokes all the time, man. The Google will. I don't know why, but it's weird. Uh-oh. All right, there we go. Two gone here in the first. We got 7 runs on the board already. I just power swung with Lou Brock, and it's going right to center field. I was a little bit out in front of it, too, man. When all else fails, poop jokes are always a solid number 2 joke I go to. I guess so, man. I get you. I get you.
Leading off for the Rockies, the shortstop, Jose Iglesias.
Oh, come on. Damn it. I don't even know how Posada knocked that down. That was a ridiculous amount of dive length for Jorge Posada. I think we can all admit that. Like, there's no way he should be able to do that. What happened to the Spanish-speaking captain who said yes too much? He got seasick. That's nice. That's a good one. That's a good one. Oh, dude, what is happening? Chris Sale is just fucking me right now in this game. Come on. Come on, Chris. God, I hate this Chris Sale card so much. Like, I've got to get a complete game shutout. Whenever I have problems, I go to my friend Tommy. He'll figure things out. Lost 43 in extra innings. That's all right, man. That's a good game, though, right? Listen, man, I don't mind a loss if I lose and the game is a good game. I mind a loss when, like, the guy's trolling and I'm like, God, I should have beat this guy. I know he was awful. Like, but if I have 4-3 in extras is a pretty good game. I mean, dude, like I said, you're going to lose. You're going to lose. You're going to win some. You're going to lose some. And you might lose more than you win. That's okay, too. The first couple of years I played Diamond Dynasty, man, like I said, I had a negative average or negative win-loss record. I was losing more than I was winning for sure. So I finally started getting a little bit better, and then it's like anything, man. I would say practice makes perfect, but that's not true. Perfect practice makes perfect. That's the motto I like to preach, man. You can practice all day, but if you're not perfectly practicing, then you're not going to be doing much. But yeah, perfect practice makes perfect, man. So listen, the more you play, the more repetitions you get, just like anything else, it's going to make you a better player. First game was 6-0, you lost. Well, you did better in the second one, right? So I also never recommend playing like your first game of the day online. Don't just hop online like when you woke up in the morning and play your first game, or when you gotten home in the afternoon or something. Like, go take a few swings on like a 3-inning conquest game or an event game, something. I mean, you can hop in an event game, but don't. I don't recommend that just because your timing's probably going to be a little bit off. Just go take a few swings to get your timing going. You're okay with it. I'm going, oh, that's good, man. That's all that matters. Listen, at the end of a loss, all I got to ask myself is, did I have fun playing? Yeah. So if I had fun, then, fuck it. Somebody's got to help all these sweaty players get their rewards, right? That's how I always used to look at it. I'm like, I guess I'm helping all the sweaties get their diamond rewards. Stay fair. Good. Right at the base of the wall. All right, 9-0 here in the second. Come on, Jorge. That's getting down for a hit. Run. Nice. I was going to run to second, but no. And then he stepped forward more. It would have been a shorter throw even. You go into custom practice, face the Grom on Legend to warm up. I got you. I'm not a custom practice guy. I'll use custom practice for videos. Like when we're doing hitting tips and pitching tips videos, I'll use custom practice for that. I always have. And it's inevitable you get like the couple of people that go, man, why are you using custom practice for it? Like, I want to see how you're doing it in a real game. Nope, you don't. Because when I make gameplay videos, nobody watches them. But you guys watch those. So, listen, and the reason that you do it in custom practice is for a video where you're trying to talk and explain something through a process while you're doing it, is it's so much easier, right? It's so much easier to focus and be able to swing. So I'm trying to show you something specific, so that's why I'll do it in custom practice as opposed to going in a game. You know how much gameplay you got to go through to get something specific like that. It's, that's a real pain in the ass. So we don't, I don't want to waste all that time doing it. But yeah, I go into custom practice for like hitting tips videos, pitching tips videos, things like that. Yeah. Into the second. I've always found, and I know this is going to sound maybe weird, but custom practice pitch speeds, to me, are different than Diamond Dynasty offline pitch speeds. And I think it's because you're not online. You're not connected at all. Like I said, you can go into the tech test for 23 still right now and go play custom practice. It's still available for you to play because you don't need the servers turned on to be able to play that. So you're not connecting to online at all. And I think something about when you connect to online, it just causes a little bit of hiccup or something. That hit off the bag barely, I think. Something in the pitch speeds, it just feels slightly different. So I don't usually practice in custom practice. I wish they'd put like a custom practice in Diamond Dynasty so you could actually go practice with your damn Diamond Dynasty team as opposed to going and practicing with generic stock attributes that aren't even cards, you know. I went right into events for my first games. Thanks for the tip. I'll go into a game offline next. Yeah, I would say like pop in a conquest game or something like that, or you know, or if you want to try custom practice, listen, it works for Noah. If it works for Noah, that's good, man. I'm not saying it doesn't work for a lot of people. It does. I'm just one that I can notice it and it doesn't work for me. So I like to still stay in Diamond Dynasty, at least to the online servers. But yeah.
Batting eight, the catcher, Diaz.
0-1's the count. I got the count. 0-2.
10-0 in the second. There we go. Going to third. Nice. Here is Chris Sale.
Leading off for Mars, the pitcher, Chris.
God, Chris busted that one. He was, damn it. Chris Sale actually swings the bat okay, which is kind of funny. I just hit better with lefties. I swear that's what it is. Doesn't matter who they are, I think. That's over his head, man. You were playing Lou Brock too far in. You thought Lou Brock didn't have the big power stick to throw that one over your head, but he did. I'll take it.
Now batting, the shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Get through. Oh, run! Get past him. Nobody covering third. Nobody covering third base, man. The pitcher just left him, man, and didn't go over there. Shortstop was going for the ball, too. There's nobody at third, so we had that one pretty nice. Hit and run right here.
Steal, runner.
I had to swing, son of a bitch. That sucks. Weak pop up, damn it, man. It's funny how a bronze Elias Diaz has similar hitting attributes to a 91 overall diamond. Is he? I don't know if is he a bronze or is he a silver at this point in the year? I don't even remember if he's a bronze or a silver. I don't think he has similar hitting attributes to a 91 overall diamond, though. I don't know. I mean, it's you got to understand something, that it's not just the hitting attributes that make the overall, right? It's going to be all of the attributes combined that make the overall for the card. We'll have to go look at that one here in a second. I'll look at it next time he comes up. I'll take a look at it next time he comes up. I'll try to remember here to check it out. We'll see what they are.
Now batting, the shortstop, Jose.
And usually those diamonds, sometimes like that, they're like the low end diamonds. They're gonna have like one attribute that's like really outstanding, right? Kind of threw off the curve of the rest of the attributes for the card. So you got to keep that in mind also.
He's out.
I don't remember what these guys' attributes are or whatever though. I have no idea. For the most part, to me, the bronzes look like bronzes, the silvers look like silvers, the golds look like golds, the diamonds look like diamonds as far as attributes are based. I think there's an occasional exception every so often where maybe a diamond doesn't look like the diamond overall rating number that they gave it. Like we got the original free 99 Griffey earlier in the year. That should have been a 97 card. That was not a 99. I think they just wanted to tell everybody they gave him a free 99 Griffey and kind of trolled us. So Billy Hamilton is your comparison. Oh, well, that's a little different, right? Billy Hamilton is a guy that you're picking up for speed, for defense, and for bunting. That's why you get a Billy Hamilton card. So those are the attributes that are going to make that card the 91 overall diamond. Billy Hamilton's not a great hitter. You know, it's just not. He's a contact hitter, but not even that great. at that. You know, you're going to use him for speed, defense, and bunting ability. Oh, he just dropped it out there. Nice. So that's the attributes you're looking for that are going to jack up a Hamilton card. I get what you're saying, but yeah, it's, you know, those are the attributes that put that one over the top. You're talking about 99 attributes on those, on a lot of, across the board. I'm pretty sure he's got pretty damn good attributes on those 3 things I mentioned. But he's lacking in his contact and power. Oh, that's just hit up in the air to the moon. It's going to get held up. 1 gone. You guys, do me a favor today. If you haven't already, make sure to hit that like button on the stream, the thumbs up. I do appreciate it, man. Helps us grow the channel. Helps new people find us while we're out here streaming on YouTube and stuff. So I do appreciate it, man. You guys, big thanks to you. If you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We are less than 100 subs away from 15,000. So I appreciate it. You guys have been incredible. Make sure you got those notifications on also. And if you happen to be new to the channel, say hello in the chat, man. I'd love to hear from new folks. I try to read all the comments, all the chat. I reply to all the comments that come in too. So if you guys ever have any questions or anything like that, make sure to let me know. Make sure to let me know in there, and I'll get you a response. If I can't help you, I'll hope to steer you some way that can, or maybe towards somebody else that can even too. So, but I'll try my damnedest most of the time, man. So. Can't believe the Padres are giving a 31-year-old Manny Machado. Yeah, that was a little shocking to me. I think the last couple of years of that, he'll probably be a DH for them, though. So that's what I would assume. Big contracts, big long-term contracts are the new wave in MLB, though, man. It has been now for a couple of years. That's the big wave. These guys are trying to get their money while they can, and I can't blame them for that. I mean, I got no blame on Machado for it. I'm not even going to blame the Padres on it, man. I mean, Machado has been great for them, but I still am a little shocked at the length, I think, of the contract. You really wanted your Mets to get Machado? I hadn't even heard if that was a possibility or anything, man. I had no idea. The one time I tried Johnny Bench, he went 3 for 4. Could be beginner's luck, but he was hitting great, yeah. Hey, sometimes, man, sometimes a swing just clicks for you, right? Every card in this game plays different for every single individual that plays this game. So, you know, there won't be a card that we play exactly alike with ever. Nobody does. But, you know, for some reason, he might have just clicked for you, man. That's the kind of money YouTube needs to be shelling out to their... No. I don't want to pay the taxes on that. I don't want that kind of money. I don't want that kind of big money. I'll take somewhere a little bit lower, man. I'm good, man. I make enough nowadays between sponsors and partners to and the channel itself, man, to pay the bills. So that's all that matters to me. That's all that matters to me. That kind of money, I think when you've never had it your whole life or whatever, it's not always a good thing. I don't think it'd be a good thing for me. I don't ever want that kind. Fine, you don't want it. You take it and give most of it to me. Well, I don't think I'd do that. I think if I was giving it, man, I'd give it to charities and stuff, man, probably. I'd probably be donating a lot of money to charity. A lot of autism research, because I'm autistic myself, so I would probably focus on a lot towards autism research and helping people with autism. And another one would probably be Parkinson's disease. My grandfather died of Parkinson's disease a long time ago, man, and he was probably the greatest, best man and person that I've ever known. Somebody to look up to. And I miss him. I miss him every day. He was a great person, and to watch somebody that was that wonderful of a human being have to struggle and go through such a debilitating disease like that was one of the most heartbreaking things I ever had to experience. And you know, it was sad. In fact, when we moved to the new place, you guys don't see it because it's not in the shot, but my grandfather's birthday was on the day that man walked on the moon. So years ago, for his birthday, somebody had gotten him one of these stamp collection things. It's got stamps. I have this Coast Guard one over here, but it's got stamps of the man walking on the moon thing here of Neil Armstrong. They're pretty cool. But right next to it, I actually have a picture of my grandfather. It's like a side profile shot. One time when he was at the NASCAR races, and he's looking this way, like, so I put it there, like he gets to watch me do this now. Man, that's gonna get me emotional. I don't want to do that on stream, but yeah. So like I just kind of feel like he gets a chance to watch me or something, you know. So kind of cool. I think he was a huge baseball fan, man. I think he'd be amazed. He'd be amazed at the fact that I'd be able to do this and for a living and stuff. And they were older. They probably would have understood what I'm doing and all, maybe all the way. But he was just one of the best human beings I've ever known, if not the best. I have no, like even people in your family, even you got something negative pretty much to say about just about everybody. A lot of times, a lot of people do. But I don't have a negative thing to ever say about my grandfather. Not at all. All I have is wonderful memories. So, and he passed away. I think it's been about 15 years or so now since he's been gone, but maybe more than that, man. I think it's been more than that. Respect the hell out of that. Yeah, I got you, man. Sorry to. No, you're good. You guys are good. You don't have to apologize. Listen, it's just it's life, right? Life happens, man. Life's not always fair, Life's not usually fair, actually. It usually isn't. So, it's just sad. Like you have to watch a family member go through something like that. It's not. It sucks, man. It sucks. I lived there for a while with them when I was like 18 for a little bit, man, and just not for long. And over the summers, I would come and stay and stuff too, and I could help my grandmother take care of him and things. And I always watch when people have to go through that or go through that disease, and it's heartbreaking, man. Any disease, it's not like that's the only heartbreaking thing to watch or disease to watch. Anything is, obviously, but yeah, I don't. Somehow with my dad, the quality of human being skipped a generation, I think, because he didn't get it. I feel like I did. I try to be a good person, man. My grandfather always lived by the golden rule. Do unto others as you have them do unto you, And just kill people with kindness. It's so much easier to be a kind person in this world than it is to be a negative person or a positive person than a negative person. And I tell you, the only funny story I have about my grandfather, as far as like ever seeing him get mad, and I've seen it a few times, but the only time he would ever get mad is if somebody spilled their drink at dinner or lunch or breakfast or something. I don't know what it was, but he would get, he would lose his shit. And it was the hardest thing not to sit there and just laugh at why he's yelling, like, because it was like, you just never understood why he would get so mad. I'd be at a restaurant, and I remember like spilling milk or something at the table one time, and I think old Wyatt's Cafeteria, that's where we were at. With my grandparents, and I remember spilling my milk, dude, and he about flipped his shit at the table, but we were in public, so he didn't. But you could see how hot he was. And I literally have never seen him yell at anybody or get mad any other time than that I can remember. Just that. That was it. I just always found it funny. He had a great sense of humor. I tend to think that he's the person I got my sense of humor from. I remember when my dad got a cell phone, his first cell phone that he ever got. And we went over to my grandparents' house. He was like, "Oh, I got to show you this. Look at this. I got this cellular phone now. It's like I can make calls, no cord, in the car, on the go, whatever." When they first come out, And my God, I remember going with my dad to buy it. Hawk Electronics. It was this clunky thing, man. It was huge. But it had like a calendar on it. It was like the first phones with a calendar on it. It was a Motorola phone. The old original flip phones like that. And he tells my grandfather, he's like, he goes, "Look, it's got a calendar on it." And my grandfather grabs it. He's in his 70s, 80s at the time. He's like, "Oh, is it a Playboy calendar?" Like, he just would always be cutting a joke, man, or something. I always remember his sense of humor. When I used to live there, man, he was getting around in his later years of life with a walker, and the Parkinson's got him where he just had to have a walker to stabilize himself. And I remember him walking around. I'm sitting in the living room, and where I would sit in the living room watching TV in front of me, the kitchen was directly to my back, and there was a little step down to the kitchen. And so late at night, I'd be staying up watching TV, and he'd come in and get a drink of water or something, or drink out of the fridge or something. And he comes walking out one night, and you hear him coming, you know. I'm out there watching Baywatch. It was late, dude, it was late at night. I don't know. I was watching like episodes of Baywatch. Teenage boy, dude, you know, Baywatch was heaven in the 90s. And he comes out and he goes, yeah, I watched that for the plot. That was all he said. I was just like, yeah, that's the same reason I'm watching it. Yeah. I don't know. He just always cracked me up. There's so many moments I can remember that he made me laugh. Just kind of make me smile and remember him. So.
Now batting, the catcher, Elias Diaz.
Hey. 0-1's the count.
Yeah, unfortunately, with my dad, the apple fell far from the tree on that one. That's just, he's about the most negative person I've ever met in my life and just hates everybody. Just because, well, for a lot of wrong reasons. So it's just disappointing. Disappointing. But that's why we don't speak anymore. Luckily, my stepdad's a good person, man, and a good human being. So that's, he's probably, honestly, my stepdad's probably up there as far as one of the second, like, best people, or up there with my grandfather's, like, the nicest, kind people that I've ever met. So I appreciate that so much. When you grow up with somebody who's not, the older you get, I think you kind of really appreciate someone that's just kind to you a lot, you know. Just like we buy Playboy for the articles, yeah, yeah. As LA Knight was like, yeah. Let me talk to you, yeah. Oh, LA Knight, man, I actually like him.
Safe, he's in.
Lost my grandpa when I was 3 or 4. I don't remember much about him, but I remember him, funniest guy I've ever met. Yeah, that's cool, man. That's cool. I'm sorry you lost him when you were so young. Yeah, listen. I was my grandfather got to meet my son. He saw him when he was a baby. He met my older daughter. I think when she was a baby. He just saw her. I don't think he could hold her or anything. But one of the saddest things, he never got to meet my my youngest daughter, and she's the one with the sense of humor out of my kids. Like, she has like the biggest. She's just like a joker, man. She just tells a lot of jokes, and so he would have loved her to death, and yeah, it just makes me sad. You can tell your stepdad was a great person after what Joey D'Amato did. Yeah, listen, man. I mean, yeah, you don't do that for just anybody, right? Joey buying him that truck was, yeah, it was pretty cool. Yeah, listen, that's the kind of person he is to everybody. It doesn't matter who you are. So I love LA Knight. Honestly, believe he's going to win Money in the Bank this year. Oh, very possibly. I wish they'd slightly change. I don't know. He needs new ring gear or something, man. His ring gear, something about it something needs to change about him, because something's not quite clicking with the fans. He's even having a hard time getting the crowd to really get behind the "yeah" chant that he does during wrestling. So I think if he was a good guy first, and they would have done that. If he was a face, they would have caught on, and then turned him to a heel. People would have still done it to him. But I don't know. Yeah, let me talk to you. Yeah. No, I know. It's part of his catchphrase, yeah. Have I watched Outer Banks yet? I started it last night, man. We watched 3 episodes. And, fuck, dude, I feel like I'm watching a show on the CW. Like, it's not good anymore. Like, I don't know. It's okay. It's probably just as the same as it really was. But, God, those kids are fucking stupid. They're so dumb. Every idea they have is horrible. And JJ has to be the dumbest of the bunch. Like, I mean, we're talking about a negative IQ out of that kid. I mean, he had to have been dropped so many damn times. I wish he'd just, like, I wish he'd just get a muzzle. They'd get a muzzle for him. But I have watched it, yeah. You totally need to get an LA Knight. Yeah, soundbite for you when you hit homers in 23. Oh. No. I don't know if enough people would get it or not. I got rid of my little, I dropped all that stuff, man. I used to do the soundbite stuff and like the little things that will pop up on the screen. And I had one of the, what is the damn Stream Deck thing that I would pop it up at first. And, I did that for a little while, man. We mostly did it on Twitch. We did it for a little while on YouTube. But, man, it just... I feel like that's young kid shit, man. It's just not it's not me. It's not me. I don't know. I'd rather make the home run calls myself and just enjoy them. But maybe I'll just do it myself. Maybe I'll just say, give the myself. I like to give some crazy home run calls sometimes for some guys. Schwarby Larby Ding Dongs are one of the best. I think Albert Pujols at one point this year, I said the Dark Prince fires one off into the night or something. That was an interesting one. I don't know. I like him. My Brian Not So Ryan Reynolds when he hits them for me. That's good. Mikey likes it when Mike Trout hits one. Hey, Mickey, you're so fine. You're so fine. You blow my mind. Hey, Mickey, when Mickey Mantle would hit one. I love stuff like that. I don't know. I like to kind of come up with random ones on the spot and make them. They're kind of fun. Thomas, absolutely, man. Yeah. I mean, it always sucks. It always sucks. You know, anytime listen, the older I get, man, and I talk to my mom. I talk to my mom on the phone just about every day, man, or every couple days or so. And just because I start to realize the older I get, and she's not going to be here forever. You know? It's not as good as the first season. You say, Dan, yeah. They're not going to be around forever, man. My mom's in her 70s, and you know, I start to think about that. I guess as you get older, you start to kind of face the mortality of life a little bit and realize that you yourself are getting older, and that just means that all the people you know are getting older, and then you start to really think about it, and it's like, damn, man, I know one day I'm not going to be able to call her and talk to her on the phone. And man, we got kind of heavy today for the last, like, half hour. Sorry. But, you know, and I want to cherish all the moments I get to talk to her. Like, yesterday, I'd spent, like, an hour and a half on the phone with her. It was longer than normal. But, yeah. I, like, save voicemail messages whenever she leaves me a voicemail. I don't delete them. I save them because just in case something ever happened, I'd love to be able to listen to them. I don't know. I watched the whole thing with my girlfriend. They should have all died probably 300 times. I mean, they haven't had a good idea for a plan yet, right? The only one in the show that actually has decent ideas has got to be the Caribbean girl, the girl that's from the Caribbean that like came into the show in second season. That girl's got some okay ideas. But even the adults are so fucking dumb in that show, man. I don't know how any of these people have lived as long as they have. What a rush when Rushman would get. Yeah, there you go. Oh, what a rush. That's good. I didn't think about that one, yeah. Gotta cherish family, man, yeah. Yeah, you gotta cherish the ones that you have, you know, like, I mean, not everybody's blessed with the greatest of family members sometimes. So, you know, as I got older, I just kind of didn't have much interest in speaking with the ones that were all negative all the time and just hateful people. And so I've excommunicated some of those out of my life, you know, because I'm a happier person now because of it. And I just don't have room in my life for all the negativity, you know. But yeah, I mean, you got to cherish the ones that you hold near and dear, and yeah, never forget, man. You just never, you want to have. I want to have all the memories I can possibly have, you know, after they're gone, and you know, nothing wrong with getting heavy. You're amongst friends. No, it's all good, man. It's all good. My mom's gonna be 75 Tuesday. She lives in Tennessee. Yeah, that was one of the other things. I think the hardest thing about moving to Colorado, you know, I've talked about it for a few years now. My wife and I want to move to Colorado. One of the hardest things about moving to Colorado is the fact that I'd have to leave my mom. Like, I'd have to move away from my mom. I wouldn't consider myself a mama's boy like that or nothing, man. But, you know, I'm closer to my mom. I always have been. My mom and I share our personalities a little bit more than my dad and I ever did. My dad just never understood why I wasn't exactly like him. It's like, well, probably because we're two fucking different people. Also, I get to watch you be an asshole, and I don't want to be an asshole. So, I think moving away from her would have been kind of difficult. And, you know, I don't know, later in life, she may need me for something. I'd like to be able to be here for her if she needs me. And so, whereas my wife and I would like to go to Colorado, hopefully we have our chance eventually. You know, we've hopefully got more time and than people older than us do. And, you know, so, yeah. The new lady in my life has changed my outlook. I no longer tell people because, as she put it, my By it's permanent. You say, oh, it thinks you stay are permanent. Yeah. See you later. Talk to you later. Something other than bye. You know, you no longer tell people bye. I gotcha. I mean, I only talk. The only people I talk to on the phone are typically family. But I refuse to leave someone's presence that I care for or love without saying I love you first. Like, you know, like my mom, my wife, you know, it's things like that. I always have to make it a point. I have a general fear of leaving my house myself. So whenever like my wife goes to work or leaves the house, I just always kind of worry about her driving or anything, you know, never know what could happen. And it just kind of sucks to daily go through life thinking about those things constantly, but I do just on a constant basis. Bayern's back. What's up, man? So I never want to have the regret of not saying I love you. The last time I talked to my dad on the phone, he told me he hated me. He'd always hated me. Pretty much, he put all this stuff in here, just reasons since I was a child that he hated me, or reasons that he had to hate me. I told him I loved him. You know, I don't have any hate for him. It's not a person I choose to spend time with or be around or talk to anymore. You know, but yeah, like when I talk to my mom on the phone or something, I always tell her I love her before I get off the phone. It doesn't matter if I called her and then had to call her right back for something else, you know, or something. I'll still tell her again, you know. And I know maybe it's, I don't know. I used to look at it as maybe it was weird. I don't really care if it's weird anymore. It's just me. So as I've gotten older, I realized that family is not about blood. Family is about being there for each other, understanding each other, and just loving each other unconditionally. Yeah, I mean, like, I'll get into my dad thing just a little bit with you guys. But my dad, like, I started the content creation thing, and I'm always excited, like when milestones happen on the channel and things. You know, I want to tell somebody. I've built this from the ground up, and we've worked hard at it, and I love it. I love every moment of it. And I know that an older generation may not understand what I'm doing or something. You know, this is what I stopped working 9-to-5 jobs to do, and you know, and how are you ever going to make money? Because that first year you don't. My dad only cares about money. He only cares about money. He only cared about, and like the first year, he couldn't even understand how I was doing and not making money. It was he thought it was just a waste. But he always likes to think that he's a supportive person. But my dad's probably the least supportive person I ever knew. For some reason, for like 20 years, my dad tried to get me to work on the fucking railroad because he has this strange obsession with trains, I assume. I don't know why. I was like, I don't want to go work for the fucking railroad. I didn't want to work for the railroad. It's not something I ever wanted to do. I don't know what his obsession was with this, but he always tried to get me to do it. Even when I was doing it, well, you know, the railroad's always hard. You go work for, like, fuck, dude, it's not 1950. I'm not going to work for the fucking railroad, Joe. And I know it's a good job. I'm not saying, if you work for the railroad, I'm not knocking you. You have a great job. That's wonderful. If you like your job and love your job, awesome. That's all that matters. This wasn't a job that I ever wanted or had interest in. But I would call my dad and tell him about milestone things and things like this. And we want to talk about somebody who didn't even care to try to understand it. Like, didn't even try at all. I tried to explain all of it to him. Didn't give two shits. He would immediately change the subject and start talking about something about himself or why he hated people or some racist shit that he would try to spout or something, man, because my dad's just that kind of evil. And I one day finally just said, why do you hate people? Like, why do you hate people so much? He said something about African-American people, man. And it bothered me so bad. I was like, fuck this, man. I've listened to this shit for too many years. I can't take this shit. Why are you just a horrible person? Like, why do you hate people so much? And it's just, the excuse he tried to give was just awful. You know, I know a different generation was raised a different way, but I'm proud of myself for being able to come out of being raised by him and not be like him. Because that's, it's just what a miserable way to go through life, hating everybody. Like that. I mean, see, the new meter messed me up. Now that I'm on the old one. What do you mean the new meter? Oh, the new meter. I gotcha. The new throwing meter, yeah. I'm telling you, man, buttons is the way to go. Buttons is the way to go for 23. What team do you think will be the wagon of the MLB this year? What do you mean the wagon of the MLB this year? I don't understand the reference. I don't know if I've heard that metaphor before. It's going to be an interesting MLB season. Wonder how the fans will take to the quick pitch counter. Hopefully not well. I hate the fucking pitch counter. It's so bad. How to take the pitch counter, and the batter has to be ready in 8 seconds. Yeah, they got to be staring at the pitcher in 8 seconds, or with 8 seconds to go. That's what it is on it, yeah. So they've actually only got 7 with nobody on base, right? Wonder if it will attract more or less fans. Honestly, man, I think the only people that are really excited about the pitch clock are the people that go to baseball games and stare at their damn phones the whole time anyway and don't pay attention to the game, right? Because I've never heard a baseball fan, a real baseball fan, say that they want a baseball game to go over faster. If you love baseball, if you love the game of baseball, you do not want the game over faster. That's ridiculous to me. So I don't feel like those are fans that are going to be around for long term anyway, man. They're people that might like baseball, or they might enjoy baseball, but they don't love the game. They don't love the game. It's just that's the big difference to me with them. Yeah, I'm going to switch to buttons. Yeah. Who will be the best team in the... Oh, best team in the league. All right, best team in the league. All right, the wagon of MLB. The best team in the league. Man, it's hard not to say the Astros, right? As much as it pains me to say it, you guys know I'm not an Astros fan at all. But, it's hard not to say that the Astros are going to come back with just as much fire and fury as they have for several years now. I mean, that team's a damn dynasty. Oh, shit, dude. I didn't think he's catching this, and I was just running. Well, whatever. I'm not making it back. He's going to be able to get it first. Yeah, it's hard not to say the Astros, man. For the National League, I think the Phillies made great improvements. I could see the Phillies being the team again. I think that they were actually not, expected to be that good last year, you know? And then to run the gauntlet and make it to the World Series was incredible for them. It was kind of like in 2010 when the Rangers made the World Series. They weren't really supposed to be that great that year, but they still made it. So 2011, we thought, well, this is the year, man. They might actually do it. Of course, we all know how that turned out. But yeah, I think the Phillies could be. I mean, listen, if we could get an Astros-Phillies matchup again, who knows? I have no idea. Kelly, what's going on? How are you doing? It's crazy that the real solution to baseball is a salary cap. No, it's not. But instead of that being worked on, they are trying the craziest thing. I disagree on that. The salary cap will, and listen, the salary cap, and asking for that is like pissing into the wind. That's what I kind of refer to it as. It'll never happen. All right. The union will never allow it. And it shouldn't be a thing. It shouldn't be a thing, in my opinion. I don't ever want a salary cap. I'm not a fan of the salary cap in baseball. But it never would. Listen, the MLB Players Union and Players Association is the strongest union in all of sports, possibly the world. There's no way that would... Oh, I just threw... there's an error with buttons. The rare error with buttons. I don't want that to happen myself. I don't want that to ever happen. But I know there's a lot of people that have discussed it or talked about it recently. It's been kind of on the cusp of people, but I don't... We got billionaires that have billionaire money they can spend, and they're making millions every year. I just think that they can, they can afford to pay these guys. These guys should get their money and their just desserts, I mean, we as fans half the time expect them to be like puppets. So if you don't, you got to pay them. You got to pay them when you ask as much as you do out of them, I think. So that's me, though. If the Yankees can keep from winning a World Series for another 2 or 3 years, I think there will be kids in high school that have never seen the Yankees as champions. Thank the Lord. Oh, man. I'm actually playing in because I want him to get this complete game shutout if I can. I think that the time clock violations will deter casual and the people who love the game. Bottom of the ninth, bases loaded, and you call someone out because they weren't looking at the pitcher. Just for, oh, yeah. What happened yesterday in that Braves game was ridiculous, man. David, what's going on, man? National League, maybe San Diego Padres? Padres are going to have a tough go of it, though, man. The Giants are better. The Dodgers aren't going anywhere. The Dodgers are never going anywhere. Luckily, they don't have to worry about the Rockies or the Diamondbacks, man. I love my Rockies, too. I love the Rockies, but they don't have to worry about the Rockies or the D-backs. But, yeah, and I think the Astros are going to have to contend with the Mariners, and I think the Rangers, too, in the next couple of years. They're going to be difficult. I'm not worried about the Angels in any way, shape, or form. I don't think that they made any good signings, really. Out of all the people they signed, I don't see any of them as changing their team any different than it already was. And two people cannot be responsible for everything good that happens on that team, you know. So they're not going to win with two great players like that, in my opinion. If the Yankees win the World Series next year, how much will your opinion on Judge change? Well, that depends on Judge's season, right? That all depends on Judge's season. I mean, even if they win the World Series, but he still bats like 260, 270. I know he hit over 300 last year. Listen, I said last year, if Judge can string together multiple seasons like he had last year, that changes anyone's opinion, right? But right now, statistics and facts don't change my opinion on him. He's a good player. He had a great season. He's had two good seasons, really. The rest of them, man, he's still an all or nothing hitter. And I don't respect that. I don't respect the all or nothing hitter all that much. So would I admit that he's better than what I had said maybe previously? Sure. But damn, I don't know if we're gonna make it. I don't know if we're gonna make it. We might be like 100 points shy of getting it, man. We got to get more strikeouts. Only got 15 Ks in that last one. We got to go get more with Sale to make this work today. Yeah, I mean, even if they win the World Series and he chokes again in the postseason, it doesn't change my opinion at all. He could bat 350 for the season next year. He could hit 70 home runs, and if he chokes in the postseason, nothing changes my opinion of him. He still doesn't matter what it counts if that's what happens. You know, right now, I mean, he's a postseason choke artist. That's all I could say about him last year. And so that's not the type of player I'm interested in ever. I'm so happy to watch baseball again. This has been a long off season, yeah. Do I watch college baseball? I don't. No, I don't watch college baseball. I actually don't watch a whole lot of regular baseball, just because I follow the game mostly through the video game, through the game nowadays. I'm working on the channel so much, man, that when especially once the game comes out and the season starts, that I like to kind of spend my downtime watching other stuff and movies and catching up on TV and stuff. So I don't watch a whole lot of baseball games. If the Rangers were good again, it might help a little bit. But I don't even get the channel that my Rangers here locally are on. So that shit's expensive. I'm kind of cheap. The FSU TCU game was just amazing back and forth defense and offense. Yeah, those kids were killing it yesterday. Nice. If he pops off again for 50 plus and bats over 280 and has a good postseason, then meh. 280 doesn't cut it for me. I'm sorry. How many strikeouts are we still talking about? It's still like 150 strikeouts? That doesn't cut it for me still. Listen, man, if you're, I can't support a lot of players that bat below 300 for a season, man. I just can't. I'm old school with baseball. I'm old school with the game, man. If a player can't hit close to 300, the 280 seems close. It's not. 20 points is an awful lot of hits and at bats to raise that up once you get to the end of the season, in the grand scheme. It's very hard for me to get behind somebody that bats consistently below 300. Now, if he hit above 300, popped out for 50 plus, he struck out less than 100 times, less than 125 times maybe, and then didn't choke in the postseason, all I would tell you is, well, he had another great season. Let's see how the rest of his career goes. I mean, listen, man, I'm not above thinking that guys can put up great seasons, but if anybody is, I don't expect Judge to have the season he had last season. I don't know how many people really are, because he was in a contract year. He was a free agent. Like, you got to know that a player's going all out, balls to the wall in a contract year, right? You got to know that. You got to know that that's what they're doing to try to make to get paid. They want their payday, and they, it makes sense. I'm not arguing with their thought process or thinking on it. Oh wow, he's gonna make it though. Nice. But he was in a contract year, man. Players seem to outperform what people even expect of them in contract years, and then there's typically a little fall off after they get paid. So we'll see what happens though, man. Who knows? I think injuries also could come into play with him. You never know how long he's going to be healthy. He's an injury-prone player and has been throughout his career. So we'll see how it works out, man. Unless we bring Volpe or Dominguez up or get a clutch batter, we are not going to be good in the playoffs. Yeah, I mean, you guys are going to be the same all-or-nothing team that goes for home runs and doesn't try to get on base and knock runners in other ways. That's why the Yankees haven't been able to win in recent history. Listen, the Yankees should have had a damn dynasty over the last decade. They honestly should have. They really should have. They should have had another one, but they're signing all players that are very similar. You know, they're all or nothing guys. These are not average guys. These are not consistent hitters. They're not guys that are just working to get guys and drive guys in and score runs. They're guys that are playing for themselves and not for the team. And you don't win championships that way, you know. Only 12 guys hit over 300 last year. It was a down year for me. Oh, I know. And that's one of the, it's part of the reason I don't watch a whole lot of baseball anymore too. I don't enjoy it as much watching it on TV or watching it even live because it's just become home run derby for a lot of guys, man. Launch angle is so important to so many. I miss the Tony Gwynns, I miss the Tony Gwynns, the Ichiros, the George Bretts, the Wade Boggs, the Don Mattingleys, the guys that actually knew what it took to win. Those are the guys I miss. I think it's gotten a lot harder for hitters, especially now. I think the shift, listen, we can't underestimate how much the shift has taken a hit to stuff like that, all right? We can't underestimate that. And I know that the shift is going away this year. No, it's not. I mean, it halfway went away. It didn't really go away, though. I mean, you can still shift the infield. Just can't go on the other side of second base, and you can't leave the dirt before the pitch is thrown. And the outfielders can still shift. Outfielders can still shift completely. So I think we'll see more base hits this year through the infield. But the shift needs to go back to where it was before. Like, it needs to go away completely. These guys, listen, baseball, Abner Doubleday didn't design the game of baseball with positions for no fucking reason, right? You play the position because that's where you're supposed to play. It leaves the field in open places because you're supposed to try to hit it where they ain't. And I know that you can say guys just need to go the other way with the ball or whatever. And yeah, I do say that. They do need to just go the other way with the ball more. Stop trying to hit home runs and try to take the ball the other way. But they just don't. They just don't, I don't see anyone putting up great numbers with the pitching timer and pitchers pitching at a faster rate and speed. We'll see. We'll see what happens, man. Listen, I don't think we really all know and just till it happens. Listen, the minor leagues have had the pitch clock and all that shit for the last 3 years. All those players adjusted to it. The players say that they don't even mind it at all. It doesn't affect anything about their gameplay or anything. And, these are the players that are up here playing now, a lot of them too. So I think I may not like it, but we'll see how it plays out over time. Be interesting how long pitchers can stay in the game. Let's see. The game with this timer, they're going to tire a lot faster. Yeah, they're going to tire a lot faster. Injuries are going to be huge this year, guys. Pitchers are going to get injured at a rapid rate. All right? It is going to be ridiculous to watch pitchers. Listen, they're rushing pitchers. You're rushing a guy that's having to go through the mechanics of throwing a ball close to 100 miles an hour, and now you want him to do it without getting fully set and really taking his time to get ready to throw a pitch. That, to me, is going to cause injuries. I guarantee it's going to cause injuries. The cooldowns in between innings on arms that have been at a rapid pace, pitching through an inning quicker and with a faster pace of throwing pitches. And then when they go to sit down for a long inning where their offense just goes off, which is great. But then when that guy goes back out there, dude, that cooldown is going to affect their arm and their muscles a lot harder than it would have before. The Jays shifted the most in baseball, and it was a pain. Yeah. What are my thoughts on robot umpires coming up? God, I fucking hope not, dude. They're taking all of the human element out of baseball, and that's what made baseball so epic and great. It's a gentleman's game, man. It's a gentleman's game. It's a thinking man's game. It's an intellectual sport. I think it's one of the most intellectual sports there are. And I hate taking the human element out of it. No, I don't like robo-umps. I think that's crap. So, since I don't like it, it'll probably be here in the next few years. I don't agree with it at all. I know people like to argue with umpires and all that. I don't mind if an umpire is calling close to the zone balls that are supposed to be strikes, and he calls them for balls, and close to the zone balls when they're supposed to be strikes. As long as that umpire is consistent for both teams throughout the entirety of the game, I don't mind it if that's the case, because that as both teams, you're at the same disadvantage and you can adjust to it. So that I don't have a problem with. That's been a thing forever. It's the umpires that go crazy that are putting a bad mark on it, man. And they're just awful. The Angel Hernandezes and guys like that, those guys are those guys are on another level, man. They're just it's a mess. But now I'm not a fan of robo umps. That would ruin the fun at umps blowing calls. Yeah, right. The problem is consistency, but the umps in MLB are the best in the world. Yeah, they are. There's a couple of them, though, unfortunately, though, that only have jobs because of the umpires union. There's a couple of them that only have jobs because of the union. I mean, there's guys that have like the worst ball strike ratios and the worst strike zones each season, and for some reason they'll like put them in the postseason or some shit. You know, it doesn't make sense, man. Like those guys just don't. They shouldn't be doing their job. They shouldn't have a job. You know, but their union's pretty strong too. So bad calls is a part of the game. They're just ruining. Yeah, I mean, I think the robo umps would ruin a good chunk of the game. But yeah, I mean, why don't we just have robo players at this point, right? Like, if we're gonna do robo umps, we gotta have robots hitting the ball too. I mean, fuck it. Hell, they could get in the box quicker. That you could have the robot stationary. You never have to get out. Somebody, the bat boy, just runs out and like changes their top on him. It's a different player. Dude, I mean, it's like, when are we getting to the absurdities here? You know, all these things sound just as absurd as the next to me. Obviously, that was a stretch. It's a joke. But, you know. Angel, yeah. They make a bad name for other umpires because people don't remember the umpires that have great games that they call, right? We all tear apart umpires on a constant basis, and we never talk about the umpires that called a game great. Which is fine, you know, but that's part of the problem. You know, there's more well-called games than there are poorly called games. But you never hear about the well-called games. You hear about the poorly called games because those are the ones that people remember. So. Damn, I almost murdered the pitcher. Now they have video review, though, and I don't get why it takes 12 minutes to review a call. When I can see if he's safe or not out, safe or out in 8 seconds. I agree with that. You know, I don't mind the video reviews. I don't mind that. I think it's fine. You know, I don't mind the coach's challenge or manager's challenge or whatever. That's okay. I don't have an issue with that, but I don't know. Angel got mad because he hold on a second. Because he hasn't been in the All-Star game in a while. I know he filed a suit against Major League Baseball about racial claims, I believe. He thought that he was getting they were being racially biased towards him or something. I don't know the full story on that, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, Angel Hernandez doesn't deserve to be calling minor league games, college games, high school games, or little league games, let alone major league games. Shit, let him call the All-Star game. Who cares, right? It doesn't matter. The All-Star game is just a damn exhibition anyway. I'd let him call the All-Star game because who gives a shit? Let the national stage see how bad this piece of shit is at calling baseball games. You know? I guess that, I mean, God, if he's going to cause a stink over that, like, let him call it. I don't care. But, yeah, it's weird, man. It's weird. Yeah, I'm not a fan of robo-umps, though. I'm just not. All right, we got one gone here in the second. Trying to rattle off some Ks, man. Got to get these strikeouts. I need Chris Sale to hit in this game, too. That's the other big thing. Angel sued because he said MLB was being racist for not letting him umpire World Series games. Is that what it was? Okay. Yeah, it's listen, man. I'm on the wrong side of the fence to judge whether somebody's being racist or not. And that's not even an opinion I feel that I deserve to even get to have. So I'm not going to comment necessarily on that. But, dude, I don't think it'd be pretty hard to prove that he just didn't get the World Series because he's a shit umpire. You know, like, whether it had racial stuff behind it or whatever. I don't know. I can't speak to that one. But I would say based on his career as an umpire, yeah, I mean, he shouldn't be in the game, period. So that's my opinion on him. 2 gone here in bottom of the second. There we go. Nice, nice, nice. Thanks, Max, for clearing it up. I couldn't remember what. I knew there was something about race that he claimed, and I know he filed a lawsuit, but I didn't remember. I didn't remember the details of it. No. Oh, why did I swing at that? I keep trying to check your stat cast. Oh my gosh. I think it's a cool addition to 23. I think it's a cool addition. I probably myself won't use it that much though. I just don't look at those things very often in the game. I don't really care about the stat cast stuff. Like, I mean, I'm playing it like I know what's going on. I know if I hit it good or not. So I don't pay much attention to that stuff, but I know a lot of people will enjoy it. I know that a lot of people like that kind of thing. So I think it's a cool addition to the game. They used the 7 missed calls in the Yankees versus the Red Sox game in the ALDS, I believe. Yeah.
The second baseman, Brendan Rodgers.
I mean, yeah, he's just bad. He's just bad. Nugget, you want to come up here and lay down? Come on. Come on, sweetie. Come here. It's a good girl. I know. I moved my legs. I hadn't sat like this in a little bit. Now you can sit back again. You're a good girl. It's okay. It's a good dog. Whoa, God, man. I haven't used a pitcher against the CPU all year that gives up harder hits than Chris Sale. Than this Lightning Chris Sale. It's weird. That's the thing I've noticed. Y'all do me a favor if you haven't already today. Make sure to hit that like button, man. The thumbs up here on the stream. I do appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to subscribe too, man. We're on that road to 15,000 subs, so I appreciate all the support, man. You guys are incredible. We'll have videos and live streams and shorts and all kinds of goodies and stuff, man, all throughout the year here on the channel and all through 23. So you guys make sure you got those notifications on so you don't miss out on that stuff. But if you guys are new, make sure, guys or girls alike, make sure to say hello in the chat. I love hearing from new folks, man. And thank you for joining today and all that stuff, man. I do appreciate it. I used to see if I'm swinging at, use it to see if you're swinging at bad balls. I got you. I mean, I just kind of use the feedback to see that. I don't need to pull up the StatCast stuff, I guess, but I think I'm most excited about the stat tracking being added to mini seasons. Are you really? Yeah? That's cool. I don't know. I wonder if it'll, they didn't give us all the details on it though. Like, what I want to know is, do the teams, see, I've asked for this for years in offline modes in the game. I've wanted them for years to make it where you, when you play against a team, like I'm playing against the Rockies right now, like it says their averages are all like 0, you know, because hardly any of them have hits. I always wanted it to keep track of their stats while I play these teams offline, and it's never done that. I don't know if the mini seasons, hopefully, yeah, the stats have been, what were they last year? It just like actually threw it in with online stats, I think, altogether, didn't it? Like it made it all one. So I always thought that was kind of weird. But we'll see how it works this year. Yeah, they didn't give us too many details on it. They just kind of briefly said it. So I'm kind of curious as to what all it will entail. I'll use it in online games when I'm deep in games to see what the swing and miss on bad balls percentage is. I got you. I think for me, and this is going to sound weird to you guys, but I can play through a game and God damn it, they're going to fucking score run. Fuck this Chris Sale card, dude. He's such a piece of shit pitcher in this game this year. I got nobody else who gives up runs against the CPU on rookie except Chris Sale. Damn it, Chris. It's awful. I have a tendency to like just absolutely memorize every game while I'm playing it. And I memorize the pitches that the guy's effective on and the pitches that he's missing on and swinging and miss. And I just hammer those, man, and hammer them down. I've always been a really good pitcher in the game. Like I said, I'm a better pitcher than I'm a hitter. I always have been. Don't know for whatever reason why. It's just, that's what it is. I guess it's reflexes. That's probably what it is. Old age and reflexes. But yeah. Did we get more words on 99's day one? In the Diamond Dynasty stream the other day. Yeah, man. I posted a video about it here on the channel. Yep. Yep, I covered all the highlights and coverage of the 99s. Yeah, they'll be in BR, ranked seasons, events. They're going to put them as the rewards for the things that you should be earning them for anyway. So, yeah, I mean, it's not like it's going to be easy to get them. They're going to be in the game day one. It doesn't mean you're going to get one day one. Yeah, I mean, you're going to have to grind. It's still going to be a grind. Yeah, they're just not going to do that slow release of cards. 99s are going to start from the beginning of the year and flow out all year long. So, MLB The Show is one of the best MLB The Shows. Top 5, MLB The Show 20? Yeah, I'm going to have to disagree with you there. MLB The Show 20 was awful. I did not enjoy that game at all. I played it. We made content for it. But the game was awful. The gameplay was awful in it. I wasn't really happy with content in that game either. They took a step back, I felt like. And I didn't enjoy that. It's probably my least favorite other than 18. 18 and 20, since I've been playing since 16, are probably my two least favorite ones. 21 I loved. 22 I loved. 19 I loved. 16 and 17 were good. 17? 17 was good. I don't remember a whole lot of it at this point now, but I remember not hating it, so that's all I remember. Yeah, MLB The Show 20 and MLB The Show 18 were my... Since I've been playing again since 16, those were the two worst. And 18 was just as a result of Immortals, but 20 I did not like. Oh, 18 was ridiculous. 20 I just did not like, man. It was... it felt like shit. Hitting felt like absolute shit in that game. You didn't have to hit a ball. You guys think off PCI home runs were bad in 22? Oh my god. You'd have guys hitting home runs on like in the red early swings on a ball that's on the outside of the plate off the strike zone for a pulled home run 500 feet. It was the most ridiculous gameplay I'd ever seen in this game. 20 was just bad, man. You only liked 18 because of Judge? I gotcha. Yeah, 20 was not a... yeah, 20 was the absolute worst. I mean, anybody could be good at 20. And it was so random. I mean, I'd never played a more home run derby friendly game for gameplay. It was crazy. You'd pop into games and everybody's fucking hitting home runs, whether they sucked or not. And it was just, there was no skill gap in 20 whatsoever. At all. Yeah, I was not a fan of 20. 21 and 22, I enjoyed them. Even with the faults that they've had, obviously. I think 22, maybe if I played online more, wouldn't have been the same thought process for me. So I understand that. But I played all offline because I had to, and I enjoyed it. So, you know, shame on me, I guess, for having fun. There's actually a lot of people that do that to me for it, just because I enjoyed the game. But, I mean, you know, like, I mean, I'm not going to lie, I had fun with it. So, it just was what it was.
Leading off for the Rockies, the first baseman, CJ.
What did you like about 20, Bogey, out of curiosity? You say it's like one of the best MLB The Shows. I got to know. I got to know what you liked about it, because I am a little curious.
Count 0-2.
I am a little curious. In your opinion, 2K hasn't released a good game since 2016? You're like, for any title, they haven't released a good game. I think they've had good... The wrestling games have been good. The wrestling games have been good. Last year's wrestling game was good. The Battlegrounds, WWE Battlegrounds was actually fun. I like that one. I had it too. Haven't played 22 or 23. I got you. Yes. Yeah, I actually made a short yesterday. It was confirmed yesterday by developers at SDS. Yeah, if you received a ban in 23, or excuse me, in 22, you have full access back for 23. Yeah, it's 100% confirmed now. So yeah, I made a little short yesterday here on the channel. So you guys got to keep those notifications on, man, so you always know when I post those shorts too. YouTube shorts I find much more entertaining to watch than TikTok. TikTok is just a bunch of fucking nightmares. But I love watching the YouTube shorts anymore, man. We post quite a few of them here on the channel now too. But yeah, I can play. I will be back online. I figured that would be the case. It would be pretty impossible to ban people for a game that hasn't even been released yet, you know, preemptively. So I figured that would be the case and we'd be able to play online. But it was nice to put your mind at ease yesterday and get the confirmation. So, yeah, Showzone is actually the ones who tweeted it out yesterday. And then I asked them who they had heard it from. And they had somebody on their Discord contact one of the developers and heard from him and said, yo, you'll have full access again. You'll probably likely still be banned in 22, which I still won't be able to go back to 22 and play it. But that's fine. I don't even own 22 since I had to pick it up a month late after the ban last year and switch systems. When I got to Xbox, I just picked up the Game Pass version. I've been playing that, so for me, that's all I've been doing. Only 1 to 5% of TikTok is good. The rest, not so much. Yeah, the only reason I ever go to TikTok anymore is if I'm posting videos for Nugget. Like, Nugget has her own TikTok channel on there, man, with like over 4,000 followers or whatever. So I post stuff on there every once in a while for her. But other than that, man, I don't fuck around with TikTok anymore, man. I go to YouTube Shorts and I can get lost for hours. I still fall in the rabbit hole, and I end up watching for longer than I should. But I just don't enjoy TikTok anymore, man. There we go. Nice shot. TikTok is entertaining? Sure. Not to me. Not to me. Here's the thing that TikTok doesn't do well. The algorithm sucks, all right? It doesn't cater to your actual interests. Once you've been on it for like a week or two, you should see nothing but pretty much your interests. And if you want to see something else, you should have to go search it out. Dude, they keep trying to show me new shit that I don't fucking care about at all. And I don't care about it. I don't want to see that shit. On YouTube, for YouTube Shorts, completely catered to your interests and what you're subscribed to and what you like and what you follow. If you're not, you don't see it. So the algorithm on YouTube, and it doesn't surprise me, they've been doing it longer, right? They've been a video service and provider like that for people, and content provider for longer than TikTok. So it doesn't surprise me that their algorithm is better. It should be. But yeah, I'm not a fan of TikTok, man. I don't. I watched it. I had fun on it for a little while, but it just got toxic as fuck too. And I also don't like the comments and the comments people put on there. Dude, people are fucking weird on TikTok, man. TikTok's like Twitch. Like they're weird. Like the way people talk on there, it's fucking strange. I don't like it. TikTok was made for dancing. Well, there's something I literally won't watch. And if I see a dancing video, it's an immediate thumbs down and move on. I don't like that shit, man. Kids and their stupid TikTok challenges and TikTok dances. I think it's the dumbest fucking shit in the world. Like the worst one going around right now. Oh my God. The one that's going around right now, I swear to God, is I saw something. They said it's the Kool-Aid Man challenge. Teenagers are trying to run through fucking walls for TikTok videos. Like, I don't know, man. Some YouTube Shorts are random, but it's mostly stuff I'm like, yeah. But people extending it? I don't know what you mean, people extending it. Extending what? What are you talking about? I remember when TikTok was Musical.ly, there was a lot of cringe back then. Oh, dude. Yeah, I mean, like, the only thing that I will ever watch on there is animal stuff. Because, like I said, I'll go on there for Nugget if I'm putting something on, and I'll kind of browse through a couple of little animal videos or something. But other than animal stuff, man, I don't watch anything else. I just don't go to TikTok anymore. I think I've probably been to the site, or to the app, maybe 3 or 4 times in the last 6 months. So, but YouTube Shorts, I'll get lost in, man. I'm a teenager, but I don't do that dumb stuff. Well, don't. That's good, man. Don't do those TikTok challenges. There's never a TikTok challenge that's been safe. Not that I've heard. They're all dumb. There were TikTok challenges that killed kids. Yeah, I mean, somebody's going to get killed running into a damn fence or a wall or something, too. The story I saw on the news, man, was this guy, he comes out after hearing, a loud crash where he wakes up in the morning and he finds, 4 holes in his giant fence. And he looks to go check his security camera, and you just watch the kids just run into it. And some of them didn't even knock down the boards, or knock down the fence, man. They just run and bounced, which I gotta admit was a little funny. Because when people are doing dumb shit, I enjoy when they make themselves look like complete and utter fucking idiots. So, but yeah, it was just so stupid. And then while the cops came and are interviewing the guy, the homeowner, and taking his statement, the kids returned and came back and did it again. But they got it. They got arrested. They got him when it happened. I'm like, fucking good. I mean, just fucking vandalism, dude. They're pieces of shit. Saw a video of an egg falling on the ground and it got like 15 million likes. See, it's ridiculous to me. I'd never do risky life-threatening challenges. No. Yeah, like the cinnamon challenge and all that stuff that people did, like that's the dumbest shit, man. Like people dying from shit like that. The Tide Pod challenge, like, come on. It's like these motherfuckers were dumb.
The catcher, number 35.
I remember there was a trend where kids would see how high they could fall and land on their head without getting a cut. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. That's a crazy. The only one that I ever thought was a good, because it was for a good cause, right? Was the ice bucket challenge. I think that was the one, right? I think it was for MS, I believe, or something. I think that's what it was for. Anyway, the ice bucket challenge, where you dump the bucket of ice water on you, and it gets views and people donate and whatever. That was fine. I don't have any problem with that. You're doing it for a good cause, and nobody's getting hurt from dumping a bucket of ice water on themselves. So. Unless it was frozen and somebody dumped the bucket on it. Then you just dropped a bucket of ice on somebody's head and you might have killed them. Don't do that. Don't do that, kids. I see some dude going into areas and throwing up gang signs saying risky stuff. Because there's just like, yeah, that's stupid. Yeah. Yeah, that's stupid shit, man. Stuff that'll get other kids hurt if they watch it. That's shit that should be reported, in my opinion. Yeah, future leaders of the world are doing TikToks. Yeah, right, yeah. You saw Obama do the ice bucket challenge, yeah? There's a lot of people that did that, man. Celebrities and stuff all around, yeah. Ice bucket challenge was so fun while it lasted. No, I haven't tried it. Not something I would have probably done. But, yeah. Not something I probably would have done, man. And I don't do that kind of stuff. I just don't do it. Even though that one's for a good cause and all, I don't know what I would have been able to help with the cause. I don't think I would have got views on it or something. So at the time it was going around, I didn't even have a channel or anything like that to post it on. So it wouldn't have been the same for me. It was celebrities and stuff that were getting all the views on that stuff, man. And that's great. They were making it great for charities and stuff. So I love that. But Tom here's not a celebrity. Tom wouldn't have gotten the views and the amount of donations for something like that somebody else would have. I don't know if I turned on that enough. No, it's just a pop-up. There was this trend where kids would get inside trash bags. Oh, that's true. Parents would vacuum all the air out. Parents? Now some of them did it over the face and everything. That is just, oh my God, dude. That's ridiculous, man. That's right up there with I remember there were kids that were hiding in fridges. If kids were getting in refrigerators and seeing if they could, how long they could stay in a refrigerator, like empty their fridge out and stay in the refrigerator. You're suffocating there. There's no fucking air, morons. Don't do that. That's dumb. Apparently they never saw the old episode of Punky Brewster back in the day. I remember that episode of Punky Brewster. There's got to be at least somebody in here that remembers that episode of Punky Brewster. There was a challenge out there where kids would put their knee on kids' necks. Oh, no. Yeah. That sounds like a dumb one, man. Especially after a lot of the unfortunate, obvious incidents and just tragic incidents with police and racial incidents with them, man. So that seems like a bad one. To even, why would anybody even film something like that? It's so stupid. I just don't know. There was a trend where people stocked up. You remember it, Dorn? I'll be honest with you. I thought you would probably be the one that would remember. I thought you might remember it. I was like, there's got to be somebody. And I almost went, please, Dorn, tell me you remember it. But yeah. There was a trend where people stacked up milk cartons that would jump on them and they would easily fall over. It's just so dumb, man. Who's the idiot that thinks of this stupid shit? I don't want to meet that person ever. I rack up that kind of stupidity with the story of the man who invented the Segway. I don't know if you guys know about. You know what the Segway is, right? The like two-wheel skateboard kind of there, what you stand on, and like it's like you just lean forward and it goes, you know, and all that. Segways. You see like mall cops on them and stuff. Paul Blart, mall cop. The guy that invented the Segway died by driving his Segway off a cliff. I don't know if you guys know that. It's actually true. I got to put those things up with that kind of stupidity. Kids would do anything for views. Yeah, I guess so, man. I guess so. I guess so. I guess they'll do anything for 15 minutes of fame. It's dumb as shit to me, but I don't understand it. Some real Darwin Award winners on TikTok. Yeah, right? Yeah.
Ball, that's in.
I mean, who knows, man? Any one of them could be president one day. A couple years ago, there was this trend called devious licks. Oh, God, this sounds bad. And kids would steal stuff from the school. One kid even stole... devious lifts? Is that what it is? Or licks? I don't know. Stole an entire toilet? What the fuck? I was guilty of hiding in a garage cans with my parents to scare our parents, but we cut air holes, and each of us got different cans. Well, that's not good. I mean, you know, you can always give a heart attack to old people scaring them, so be careful, man. That'd be awful if you would have killed your parents with by giving them a heart attack by jumping out of the trash can and scaring the shit out of them. Listen, it's things you don't think about till you get a little bit older. But old people can't take that, man. Old hearts can't take that kind of scare sometimes. I tell you right now, if somebody jumped out of a trash can and tried to scare me, they're catching a right fucking hook to the jaw. That's for sure. I don't care as my kids are not like they're getting it. You know, not in an abuse way. Like I'd be scared and wouldn't know who the fuck it was, so I just hit them. Like I mean, anybody tries to jump out and scare me like that, dude. No. Scaring Tom is fighting words. That's fighting. That'll cause me to kick somebody's ass. I'm a pacifist, man. I don't like that. So, but I also don't like being scared at all.
Third baseman, Ryan McMahon.
Ooh, my kids know better than that one. That would be. They better be in full-on catcher's gear. See, that's how my kids would have to do it if they were going to do it. They'd have to be in like a full-on catcher's gear, man. Shin guards, chest protector, hockey-style face mask. Yeah, I mean, and they better hope I don't get a hold of them. Holy, anybody that was going to be like, that'd be crazy, man. John Dornbush, don't you do that shit. No. Like that little girl. Yeah, the guy that told me there was some little girl standing next to me in the camera shot and there's nobody in my house but me. That motherfucker got banned so fast. And I don't even care that I got rid of him, man. I was so fucking scared the rest of the stream. Listen, those of you that know how scared I am, like that you were in that stream, you saw me, like the look on my face and how scared I probably was. Like, you could just tell I wasn't myself that stream because I'm just like, I just keep looking around, like, making sure there was nothing there. I don't even believe in ghosts. I believe in science, but I still believe in being scared, and I just don't like it, you know? I was like, nope, that's too petrifying shit for me. There was a coronavirus challenge. Kids would lick random stuff, and guess what they... Wow. Well, you know. Wow. I'm going to take the advice of my mother right now about kids that did stuff like that. I don't have anything nice to say, so I'm just not going to say anything at all. You know. It's not like millions of people weren't dying because of corona. What a disrespectful fucking challenge. Like, all right, I better stop before I say something horrible. Because I was about to get morbidly horrible with what I was going to say, so we're just going to pass on it. Man. That's evil, man. Yeah. It's not even about giving it to themselves, man. It's about fucking, like, you then become a carrier for COVID and giving it to other people. Like, it's just, like, about the least responsible. I mean, I know, you're expecting kids to be responsible. That's not exactly a thing, but... That's just... Oh, that's disgusting to me. That makes me sick. Crazy. Fucking crazy. Ooh, up the middle. Nice. Yeah, that's a pretty evil one right there. I don't know if Chris Sale's going to get P5 in this game or not. It probably not. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't think so. If that's the case, it's still going to be the last game for the day. But we'll be back tomorrow morning. And he will get P5 tomorrow for sure. Like in the first inning or first few innings or whatever. I won't have to do too terribly much with him. But I just don't want to start and stop a game without finishing it. I think we should be close to getting somebody else tomorrow too, at least. At least maybe one or two other players I could see us possibly getting done. So we'll check it in a second. There's challenge where people went into stores and opened ice cream. I seen that one, dude. Yeah, they arrested people around here for it when they caught them. Yeah, they were taking the lid off of ice. Yeah, when they found them around here. I remember seeing that shit around here. Bogey, you never told us what you loved about MLB The Show 20. I gotta know, man. But what I hate most is clickbait TikTokers that have like 3 million followers and hold on a second and do fake stuff. I mean, they're doing fake stuff because you're watching it. If you're seeing it, you're watching it, you're paying them money, right? So, I mean, they're doing it for views, man. That's why they're doing it. You know, they're making money off of it. I need to have a talk with the people that make these trends. No, I don't. No, I don't want to ever meet those people. It's gonna be really hard to say anything nice to those people. Listen. I tend to love everybody, man, and try to respect everybody. But I can tell you right now, if there's people out there that have zero sense of respect or responsibility, lack of responsibility, I don't tolerate that shit much, man. I'm talking about just common, decent, like human decency. Like, that shit's just not hard to have. You know? It's just not hard to have. And I blame the parents for a lot of it too. You know? I mean, if you've got kids that are doing stupid shit like that, that's on you. I mean, I don't know. I didn't even let my kids get social media until they were older. Like, they didn't even have cell phones until they got into high school. Oh, my daughter got one her last year of junior high. But yeah, I don't even let I didn't let my kids get cell phones at all till high school and all that, man. It's just too much stupid shit they could do and get in trouble with. Like, it'd be great, man. If you had to be at least 6, or you had to be like at least 14 before you could even have a cell phone in your possession. God, that'd be a wonderful law. We would stop so much stupidity in the world. MLB The Show 20 was like the first show you played. My Joy wrote the show. That's all I played. Oh, okay. You started at Diamond Dynasty in 21. Oh, okay, I got you. So you didn't experience the gameplay of Diamond Dynasty in 21. I got you. TikTok doesn't do anything about it. They leave the videos out there to expose two other kids. Well, listen, it's a part of that's who Twitter's ran by, and you know, it's a whole other conversation for somebody else's channel, not here. But yeah, I mean, it's just you know, I have my own conspiracy theories about TikTok and stuff, but you know. Never played Prime 15 and 19. Yeah, I didn't start till 16. I don't think Diamond Dynasty was really introduced until 16, like full on, right? Though I don't think it was, as I recall. Maybe it was before that, but I don't recall it being introduced really before 16. Maybe I'm wrong. Who knows? Ninth inning here. Come on, man. Get out, ball. Nice. Nice shot from Willie. See if we can get Chris Sale another at bat. Maybe he can get a big hit for me or something. That's through for a single. Nice. Take it. Correct. 16 was the first year of Diamond Dynasty. Okay. What position player is closest to P5's? I'll have to check after the game, man. I don't really remember at the moment. I think Josh Bell. Maybe I've got... Actually, they're all relatively close. They're not very far. Damn it, man. Whenever Donaldson was on the cover is when Diamond... Okay, yeah, that was 16. Yeah, it was 16. Yeah, that was... And so I've played Diamond Dynasty every year that it's been a thing. Jeez, I forgot I still own this this game. It's been so long. Queasy, what's going on, man? Forgot you own this game. Oh man, and I got if I don't get my baseball fix almost on the daily, man, it's like a drug to me. I start having withdrawals. I gotta have my baseball. We still stream it almost every day, man. Almost every day. I never stop. I had so much fun with this year's game, man. I just I love it. I love it.
All ones the count.
There was an online mode in 13 that I never got to play because my parents didn't pay for PlayStation Plus on my PS3. Oh, yeah. I gotcha. Yeah, I didn't really get really much back into online gaming until 2016. And then I think before that, the last time I played anything was like Modern Warfare 2, the original back in the day. And I just didn't play a whole lot between that time and 16.
0-2 is the count.
Noah, you have a good one too, man. We'll catch you later. Oh, damn it. Let's try to run in the hole and get it, but nope. No luck, no luck.
Now batting, third baseman, Ryan McMahon.
Oh my God, Lindor. What a play into the hole, man. I didn't think there was any chance he's catching that ball going to the hole right there. That was in the game. Nice play by Francisco Lindor. Holy cow. That was a good one. I dove, but I was like, no, it's going to go off the tip of his glove or he's just going to barely miss it or something. I didn't think he was actually going to get enough horizontal movement on that dive to get it. Nice. All right, so we didn't get it. Look at this. I'm literally 64 points away. So we'll go pitch like 2 innings with Chris Sale tomorrow, and then we'll start working on Ohtani. Josh Bell's the closest guy, man. He is 200. We'll get him tomorrow, too. Josh Bell should get finished. See if anybody else. Those are probably the only 2 maybe tomorrow that get done. But we'll be moving King Griffey Sr. close. Johnny Bench will get awfully close. So we got a bunch of guys that are coming up and getting pretty close to getting it done, man. But you guys, I appreciate you joining today, man. Y'all have a great rest of your day. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I will be back live tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Central, so we can do it all over again. But you guys have a good one, man. Make sure to smash that like button for me. Subscribe down there to the channel. Subscribe. Make sure you got those notifications on, and I will catch y'all on the next stream tomorrow morning. Thanks, everybody. Peace.